Look at that.
2, 1, it's gonna be on you, Scotty. Here we go.
Look at that.
You're gonna have to mute that.
Well, that's a great way to start. Welcome to the first Scotty Rose Live TV. We're at Chicago Podcast Studio. I'm here with a beautiful panel who you'll all meet shortly. They're very energetic and a little boozed up, ready to go. They have absolutely no idea what's about to happen. So they're in for a real treat, and they can't bail out now. They can't. So some announcements before we get hot and heavy here, okay? Just got to cover some ground rules. Also, too, we have a lot of people that are viewing this that have absolutely no idea who Scotty Rose is. Like, I mean, a lot of people think I'm a stripper, you know? So, and they have no idea what Scotty Rose TV is all about. So Scotty Rose TV is all about helping people with approach anxiety and modern dating, and which tonight's podcast is all about. There's a lot of people in the world that suffer from approach anxiety and our modern dating today that sucks. And it doesn't matter what gender you are, what sexual preference you are. And yeah, so that is my purpose with the channel. Who am I? Guys, bear with me, okay? They're gonna have to know. So I'm 38 years old, turning 40 soon, not getting younger. I'm competing with men like this gentleman over here. I can't even rock those shades anymore. So I became an entrepreneur in beginning of 2021. I have 4 different businesses. A first responder clothing brand business that I transitioned full-time in the beginning of last year, 2023. And then I have a personal training business called Rose Fitness, where I teach and train calisthenics. I have this YouTube channel that you'll find out more about the why behind me starting this, which I never thought it was going to happen. And then I'm a consultant for Arbonne, which is a European health and wellness brand. So some people would say I'm a Sam Platter of shit, but somehow I manage it all. So that's what entrepreneurship is all about. So why did I start Scotty Rose TV? So it's been 6 years single since my ex-fiance, lots of dates over the years, just been patient, not wanting to settle for just any woman, because I know what I want in a life partner, and I know what red flags to look out for. I've sought many in a variety of opportunities to end my singleness and to come to a point where I told myself, I got to do something about it. So last year in March, I applied to a few reality dating shows. You might have heard of them: Love is Blind, Married at First Sight, and Love Island. I had posted something about this on Instagram, and a childhood best friend of mine, Jason, I know he's watching right now. He's like, dude, fuck that. He's like, you got to meet Trip Kramer. I'm like, who? So Trip Kramer is a professional men's dating coach. His company's called Trip Advice. I know Trip's watching right now. Love you, man. So Trip specifically helps straight men meet women, but he instantly helped my mild approach anxiety and new ways of approaching women. Because of him, I had last year more dates than ever, approaching women in public, on the sidewalk, the gym, the coffee shops, grocery store, on the bus, things I would never do before. I would only ever meet women in bars and clubs. 2023 for me with dating, I would title it as experimental winning, because although I'm still single, it was my best year with dating because of what I learned from Trip. It made me realize, though, after 40 some first dates and some second and third dates, how tough it is to meet the one. It's just crazy. I ended up getting to like 8 dates with a woman in 1 month, and then red flags came up. Going into this year, I wanted to create something to not only help myself, but to help others. And I'm all about sacrificing myself in any way possible. So I wanted to create something in relation to approach anxiety and dating, but for all genders and sexual preferences of whatever you choose. There'll be a variety of upcoming videos, by the way, on my channel that will be about approaching people in public, not just women, interviewing men and women, as well as future live podcasts to come. So my viewers, I appreciate you tuning in. I want to talk to you about the live chat and super chats. So You can say whatever you like in the live chat. If you do a super chat, if you'd like to ask a question to me or anyone on the panel or make a statement, purchase a super chat. I'll read off any super chats in order, 30 minutes before the live ends. If you asked a question, I'll get them to reply, because if they don't, they're taking a shot of jalapeno tequila. Have another man in charge over there. Yeah, but just please keep the super chats and live chat appropriate. I appreciate it. Okay, time to meet the panel. With introductions, welcome everyone. Official welcome. Sorry you had to hear me speak about myself for a minute. So you guys are gonna give your name, your age, where you're from, what you do for work, and your relationship status. If you forget any of these, I'll remind you. And we're just gonna start from left to right.
Oh, darn.
Name, age, where you're from.
Jenny from the block. 26. I'm from Chicago, Illinois. I'm a freelancer, film actor, BA, promo model. And what's the last one?
Relationship status.
All right.
Most important thing.
Is it though? I'm single.
Okay.
All right.
Amanda?
I'm Amanda, 28. I'm a bartender at Celeste downtown. I'm from Tampa, Florida. I'm single. I got cheated on and dumped 2 weeks ago.
Oh,
So, yeah.
goodbye.
I told you I was sorry. No.
The man in
it
shades.
wasn't him.
No, it wasn't on me. It wasn't on me.
This is not a Dateline episode.
And then she went into the basement. Yeah. So my name is Justin. I'm 42. From Northbrook. Lived in Miami for a long time. Moved back here. I own a event production company. We do like lighting, sound, staging for events nationwide. Experiential marketing.
Would you like to name that company?
I thought you never asked. It's Platinum Events. So you may have heard of it.
Just like your hair, platinum.
That's right. Exactly. I like to go with Silver Fox. So when I'm not producing events, I also own a construction company. We do remodeling. We remodel homes in the North Shore. And for my own sanity, I do stand-up comedy over at Laugh Factory. I sing. And the best job I have is I'm a father. And I love that more than anything.
Oh.
I don't need this class trip. No, and then I was married, had 2 beautiful kids, got divorced. My ex-wife and I are the bestest of friends. She lives with her boyfriend, who's a great guy, love him to death. And met a girl. We dated right before COVID hit for about 3.5 years, moved her in, and finally, we had to say arrivederci. So, but I won't get into those details. But I was basically found her on bunch of websites that probably shouldn't have found her on.
That's great.
So, with that being said,
I told you I was sorry.
Years. It's better off.
no, you were sorry. You weren't, because as long as the credit card wasn't getting declined, exactly every month they kept going through. No, so at which point now, dating, single, dating, enjoying, but I am looking for something that's going to be my person.
She was a nice lady from what I remember.
Well, that's because you were putting dollars in her pit.
How?
Of course she was. Wait, no, not that one. I'm sorry. Scotty and I are playing off each other.
While we're in introduction phase, Justin, would you like to tell everyone how we know each other, or like how long?
Actually, yes. So Scotty and I have actually known each other. I've actually known Scotty since you were. Yeah, because I was like.
Ooh, okay.
No,
That's not where I
no,
was
no.
going.
Actually, Scotty. Actually, I've known Scotty since you were probably what, 2 or 3.
Oh, that's cute.
Oh my God.
Yep. So,
Aw.
Scotty's older brother and I went to school together, grew up together, and because of that, I've known Scotty and his whole family for just pretty much my whole life.
Yeah.
So it's kind of
From
amazing
same-
how it's coming in full circle.
Beautiful.
Yeah, from the same suburb, Northbrook, and your brother.
That's it.
Steven?
Exactly. My brother
Yeah,
Stevie.
my age.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Cool.
So,
Yep.
but yeah, so that's that. So
All
Your
right, platinum
turn.
status
Cleaned
done.
it up a bit.
Haley.
My name is Haley. I'm from the suburbs, Oswego, but I live in Chicago now. I am a cosmetologist and I am in a relationship.
Wait, what? I thought everyone was single here. I'm kidding.
Who knows after tonight?
What was is that it? Was there more?
I threw you off. What you do for work, and yeah, what you do for work?
Cosmetology.
Cosmetology.
Mhm.
Yeah, you mentioned your name and where you're from and your age.
Oh, 25. Gotta think about that one.
Gotcha.
I'm Anya. I'm 39 years old. I am Polish and I live in Skokie. I am in recruiting, but right now I'm in the transition period to become a life coach. And I also do a little bit of photography on the side. And I am single and dating, rotational dating. That's very important. And that's about that.
Rotational dating. You want to elaborate on that?
I think men always date multiple women, and women are not taught to date multiple men,
Dating
and we
around.
fall in love differently. It's more it's more science than anything else. So you're supposed to have your options open until a guy asks you to be exclusive with him. You shouldn't put your eggs in one basket until it's solid.
So he wants to celebrate Easter.
Yeah. Exactly.
I love it.
No, I'm like, oh,
Okay.
I gotta follow. I'm like, oh, who's next? Okay, so I'm Chloe. I am 30 years old, and I have 2 little ones, and this is scary as hell for me. How about that? I'm a creative. I am dabbling. I did photography for many years. I had my company. That was fun, and I'm thinking maybe starting that up again. I work in the wine and spirits industry. I do a lot except for cook. That's about what I don't do. I Uber Eats so good. I'll Uber Eats you guys so good. Come over and we'll get some going. But yeah, what else do I need to answer? Oh yeah, the single or not single. So I'm single as a Pringle, definitely. Yeah. So
And how young are you?
30.
30, right?
Yeah.
30.
30.
Come on, you gotta say it like that.
Yeah.
I know you're
21 again.
I know you're clean.
Oh,
All right.
like, what?
Great job with introductions. It's time for a little icebreaker. Believe it or not, that wasn't the icebreaker. So just by a raise of hands, and I'm not going to have you raise your hands throughout this entire show, but with integrity, raise your hand if you have approach anxiety. Don't be shy.
In dating or just like in general?
In general, like approach anxiety in relation to like if you were to want to approach a man and you don't, your mind checks you out, or just, you want to go talk to someone, maybe a personal approach or business approach. Yeah. So do you think if you have any kind of approach anxiety, not just with dating?
No, not at all.
I feel like I never did, but as I started taking stuff more seriously as I got older, I mean, it was easier, early on getting brokenhearted once, twice, being like, screw it, I could go on hundreds of dates too and not really care and get free dinners or trips or whatever. But, once you start reaching to a point of what you really want out of life and the fulfillment feeling, that's when things got serious. And I'm like, wait, hold up. What do I really want? I can't do all these dates, all these offers. Do I want to go out with this person? Do I even want to reply to this person? That's when my anxiety started getting up to me, because I'm just like, what do I really want out of life? Because every single second matters and you will nenever get time back. That's one thing you'll never get back. So
Yep.
right now it's all about fulfillment. And that's where I start getting more anxious of just not wanting to waste time. Because I know I could do things. I could do a lot of things. But I just don't want to fuck around anymore.
I hear you.
Yeah.
I hear you.
I feel like, and I know we talked about this, when alcohol's involved,
Mm.
I woke up to the president of the United States and say hello. Like, does not matter who you are, but like in a grocery store, somewhere else. Because I'm like, what if you have a girlfriend? What if you don't want to talk to me? You know how many times I go out and don't want someone to come up to me? Like, that's where I feel like I'm like, ugh. If it's out in public, I'm like, I don't know.
I'll talk to a wall. I don't really care. Honestly, I really don't care. I like seriously. I give zero fucks. My first feeling is it's very simple. If it's not for you, then it ain't for me. Period. If it's for you, then we have something to talk about. That's it. And you never know because it might be at the grocery store, it might be at a bar, it might be at a I don't know a Blockbuster Video if there was one still. You just don't know. And the thing is this.
Circuit City.
Yeah, Radio Shack, Toys R Us,
Sears.
Yeah,
Toys R Us is coming back, I think.
yeah, I know. There's
Oh,
the
no.
old, there's the whole like adult section. But yeah, no. But the thing is this: it's just like you gotta just live your life. So going back with what you were saying with time, you live your life, and you know what? Rejection.
It's protection.
I
Or
could, you know,
redirection.
you're even thinking too deep into it. Who cares?
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean? Like, okay, bye,
That way.
arrivederci. That's it.
But I feel like that's actually what helped me grow stronger.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
Is that you
Yeah.
just eventually at a certain point? I mean,
Stop
here.
giving a fuck.
No,
Exactly.
exactly. I mean, this thing too. I'm 42 years old. I don't care. You know what I mean? I really don't. So for me, it's like if this don't, you know, obviously everything's physical and visual at first, but at which point, if this isn't for you, then you're not for me.
Yeah.
Poof.
Love it.
Scooch.
Bye.
Go with
Scooch.
God.
Bye.
Scooch.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Scram.
Anyone else
is a
wanna
lot
chime
of
in?
other fish.
I mean, I don't really have approach anxiety. I have like regular anxiety, which affects if I want to approach someone. So I don't know if that matters. Or not.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely when there's alcohol involved, different
Way easier.
stories.
It's crazy.
For sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, the last time I really had to approach anyone was actually a girl when it came to dating. So
Okay.
that was a little
Yeah.
scary because I'm like, do you like girls or not? Like, that's the biggest thing. It's like, oh, she's pretty and I could talk to her, but how do I ask her if she likes girls or not?
Other than your work that you do and you being in a relationship with a man named Justin,
Oh.
not this Justin.
Sorry, just another one.
But you know you don't have to worry about approaching, so you know you have it easy. There's actually a two-part icebreaker, but so I just want to go around the room. We'll start over here with Chloe and go this way. When you think about modern dating today, if you could say like one word,
Oh shit.
maybe one and a half.
That's yours. That's good.
Well, I mean,
If you
that
say-
counts.
Well,
as you're saying that, I was like,
If you could say one word, like what comes to mind when you think about modern dating? If you go to two words, it's okay.
One word. I don't know. Let me think.
How does modern dating affect you mentally, emotionally? Just kind of help you out with this. Like, what do you when it comes to modern dating? Like, you know, what do you think about? You know, how do you think about it? How does it affect you?
I like that. I don't know. That's a tricky
What's your
one.
judgment on modern dating today?
Fucked. How about that? I think modern dating is fucked. I mean,
Perfect.
Yeah.
broken, not working. Back to basics.
Yes.
Internet.
Get rid of the net.
Mhm.
Sad.
Good one.
Atrocious.
This whole time I was thinking trashed. It's all just trash.
Okay,
I'm the
love
vulgar
it. See
one
that?
of the
That was
group.
easy. That was good.
And sober. Like,
Um, So we're going to talk about the dating apps. Just by show of hands, other than Haley, you're not on a dating app, Haley, are you?
I have been.
Okay, I didn't pass. All right, but who is currently on a dating app right now?
Oh,
Just
cool.
not
I thought
checking.
someone else would reserve.
Just not checking. Like,
Okay.
That's me.
I'm there, but I'm not there.
Gotcha.
Keep getting dates.
I'm proud of these ones.
I've never been on an app.
Honestly, it's not worth
You're
it.
not on Instagram.
People
Weird.
slide in my DMs,
Yeah.
but I've never done.
So
like,
open
I was
to-
in I was in a 7-year relationship with the father of my children. So I mean, I was like, we were like this, and then before that, my high school sweetheart for 4 years. So I was with 2 men for a very long time, and then it kind of just was like, do I want to date? Yeah, I want to go on dates. Yeah, I'm gonna go lunch and then lunch date and then dinner date. I was like, I don't like what's out there. I don't want to. I don't want to take it back. And take it back. I don't like this. But yeah, I don't know. I just never really. And not that there's anything wrong with that. I feel like Seinfeld. Not that there's anything wrong with that. But I've never. I'm not at that. Yeah.
That's fine. We'll go out, Chloe.
Thank you, Jenna.
And like open discussion here about just in addition to what Chloe's saying, just like your guys' thoughts and like what you think, and you ladies that are on an app right now, and I'm sure you've been on apps, but what the best app is. Are you a swiper? Are you someone that waits for the notifications? What do you think about profiles? Like what do you think about the filters? But just what's your overall thoughts about dating? I mean, so ladies, how are dating apps working for you right now?
Oh, I'm not really on it. Like it's there,
Now,
and then I get DMs on my Instagram.
Because you attach your Instagram to the dating apps?
Not the one time. I'm just like I'm really not on here. If you're actually a valued person, this is how you can contact me.
That's what you have in your bio?
Kind of, I think something like that. I don't really go on it much. I mean, granted, I have met some great guys. I can't shit on everyone, but it's the audience, I guess. All the swipers. I used to be very friendly, and now I'm starting to get a little more serious and looking at it, and I never write first. So I usually see my options. I'm like, do I even want to get into this? I don't know.
It's very time consuming, right?
It is. And I just don't have that patience anymore. It's just like, okay, cool.
Depends on how much wine you drink alone at home.
That's the only reason I'm on the app
at
right
that point, I've actually became really comfortable recently with just being alone, because I'm always an extrovert. I'm always all out there. I'm always dating. I'm always here, there. And I'm getting exhausted about myself. At this point, it's just like, really, what do I want out of life? Because it's not even wasting time. It's about valued time. I actually like now sitting at home by myself and actually having my own spa night, having my own wine night, having girls' night. If I go out here or there, yeah, sure, maybe it's with someone who's maybe more better established, put together.
It sounds like it's time for you to graduate from the apps, for you to get rid of them.
Well, I mean, I've really haven't been on them.
Yeah,
it's been a joke for me for the past 2-3 years.
And hopefully after this show, you're all impacted. I mean, I know you guys aren't on the apps anymore, but a few ladies that are on the apps that, this gives you, confidence to approach men in public, or just to seek other opportunities than relying on the dating apps.
Guys, excuse me.
We'll be talking about that. Yeah, Amanda, how many apps?
But I just I don't need to.
Amanda, how many apps are you on?
Just
How's it
one.
working for you?
Just the bad one.
What's the bad one?
Just Tinder.
I gotta admit, Tinder's the worst.
Yep.
Hinge is actually the most valued people, and Bumble I can't do because I don't write first.
What is the difference between Hinge and Bumble?
So
Or is there not?
Bumble's pretty good valued people, but Bumble is women write first.
Yeah.
And excuse me, I will not. I could approach any guy if I want to, but I just don't have to.
24 hours, right? Till the once you become a match.
Yeah.
The woman has 24 hours.
You know what's interesting about Bumble, though? I read the article about the creator.
Oh.
There's a reason why women write first.
Because
Spill the beans,
women
please,
never
Platinum.
reached out to him.
No, the owner of Bumble is female.
Oh. Oh.
And-
She wanted like an empowerment thing.
Oh, wow.
Close.
Okay.
But there was something that involved, like, I don't know if it was basically like basically inappropriate this at the office place, and the owner of that company threatened her.
Oh.
And and she left the company, started her own company, Bumble. And that's why women have to reach out first, because she wanted to make a safe environment for
Sure.
women to
that.
feel like, because let's be honest, like you said. And here, can we raise our hands, Scott? How many of you get bogged down with creepos DMing you?
Oh yeah, but that's why I ignore it.
There you go.
Great.
But there you go. Now
I don't have creepos DM me.
well, that's because you didn't respond back to me. But that's why. So
No, I get that.
that's why. So I actually thought that was really.
But I
Kinda
mean,
cool.
I do love that. But it's the fact that I would never write first, so it's the fact that nothing ever
Why not?
progresses there.
Right.
Yeah, why
so
not?
with
Why
Tinder,
not?
I mean, I just ignore everybody usually.
I can't focus like at the gym. Like if like Hercules can be like, I'm gonna flirt with you. I'm like, I'm counting reps. I'm like, okay, how many did I do? How many? Like I just don't like. I'm an awkward person at the gym. Like
That's why I
guaranteed.
need distractions. I need the music.
Like I'm
and ignore
ADD
everybody.
as all heck. Like I'm like, okay, and I did that. I'm like, okay, and what am I doing next? Oh, that looks cool over there. Oh, is there a class going on? I should do sauna today. Like, don't flirt with me at the gym just because,
You
or
do
if
know
it's
how
in
to
passing.
dance, though.
I have fun. I have fun dancing. I have fun. It's fun.
Justin, when you were, I mean, you were on the apps at one point. I think I saw one of your comedy skits and you're talking about like the app.
Yeah, so that's part of the comedy skit. That's actually how I met the escort of a
Oh,
ex-girlfriend,
That's what she was.
because I didn't know she was. But yeah, that's how I met her. I met her on Hinge. So, but I was on there. That's how I.
Yeah, right. So you had some bad experiences. That's why you got off.
No, actually, to be honest with you, I'm fortunate because I am outgoing, because I'm active, because I'm outside, not like that,
You just have a lot going on.
Well, no. It's just that I'm blessed. Like I don't need to like
I don't need a.
like I don't need to go on an app and swipe and this and that and then type and text. Just what? Like, how about this? Hey, let's grab a cocktail. What are you doing? Blah 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 blah. And plus two, let's be honest. You have Instagram, you have Facebook.
Yep.
I don't need more distractions.
Right.
I got kids.
Mhm.
So it's like at that point, I don't want to start swiping and like
Right.
a windshield
I like
wiper.
this.
It
Yep.
is a job.
You know what I mean? It's
Love
like
it.
it's like for me, it's like again.
Yep.
What's like? There's something wrong with you, in my opinion.
Yeah.
There's something wrong.
It's really a waste of time.
No. I don't mean it like that. I mean it's just that there's like you have to hide behind a phone
Right?
versus that and this is I think you said this. Oops, sorry. Yeah. Fuck this. No, like you said, like the day just fucked. It's internet. It's sad. People have become way too complacent
hmm
without human interaction.
Yep.
That it's like let's, and I don't mean like literally. I'm just hypothetically. A girl will send or a guy will send a nude pic before they actually even meet the person, or I'm getting a lot of nods there. It's
I'm
happens.
going. Oh, I'm like, oh,
No.
I'm like,
Well, I mean, the thing is this: it's like, guys, don't be gross. Be a gentleman. Ladies, don't be whores. You know what I mean? Be classy. Be a lady, and you want to be treated like one. But you're gonna send some guy a picture of it and then expect to be treated like a lady. Guys, same thing. You expect to be taken seriously,
Right.
with with your little your tiny wiener hanging out.
Like I never understood that. It's not pretty.
I mean, mine is.
My thing with dating apps too is people don't value connection anymore because it's
Right.
like, oh, if you don't want to go on a date with me, or like if you break up with me, there's 1,000 more girls on Tinder and
Mhm.
Bumble that I
Can't
can go
take
match with
anyone
like
seriously.
that. And it's like, okay, but maybe we had one fight, maybe we stay, maybe we fix it. Like it doesn't have to be like okay, cool, you ghosted me, I never see you again.
Well, here's the thing.
So
Can I elaborate on that? Because it's
Mhm.
actually, I have a very good. So I call that the Starbucks theory.
Okay.
I really do. I call it the Starbucks theory. That is, if you think about it, there's a Starbucks on every corner.
Yeah.
So if you want coffee, if you want tea, if you want a latte, if you want a puppuccino, you can go down a 6-block radius and you'll have everything you want.
Mhm.
And that's what's happened now in our culture is that you want, like you said, you don't cook, but you'll DoorDash. So you want it, it's there. If you want this, it's there. So now the challenge, I don't like to use the word problem, I like the word challenge. So the challenge is now is that, like you said, you get in a fight. Well, rather than take accountability and accept what you did wrong, and honestly saying sorry, as hard as it may be for probably everyone else here. Just kidding.
Not you.
Oh, I love saying I'm sorry because you know why? It shows that I'm a person, and it shows that you can take accountability.
Yeah.
It shows that say, hey, listen, because you know what? Here's the thing. I think all men are soft now, and I think women need a. It's true.
Yeah.
It's true. I will alpha male the fuck out of anyone in this room. I'm not even joking.
Oh,
Oh yeah. No. Scotty knows. But my point is though, is that women need to feel protected.
Yeah.
They need to feel feminine. And you got, so at which point, if the guy can't apologize, then they got to go to. So and guys, girls, you go online and swipe. And my ex-girlfriend was living with me for almost a year. She was on seeking arrangements. I had no idea. Not a clue. How you managed to do it, you all figure a way. Point is, though, that's the key. Starbucks. Internet, phones, apps, way too many options, way too many distractions. And people have forgotten the basics.
Natural interactions.
People could have the best thing in front of them and they're going to be like, oh, no, but I'm going to go and I'm going to swipe.
Yeah. All this technology and devices.
But if you think about it, people who do that, people who cheat, people who constantly are seeking more, it's just because they're not okay with themselves. Because when you have self-love and you fill your own cup, you don't need constant validation. And this goes back to like healing your childhood wounds, healing past traumas, healing your heart, and actually opening it up. But people are scared because they were hurt, right? But that's okay. We have to open our heart because otherwise we'll never know. But it all goes back to, if a guy is going, or a woman, after the next shiny object, they'll never be satisfied. If you cannot fill your own void and your own cup, you cannot pour from an empty cup. It just doesn't work.
Amen.
So it's going back to
That's so cute. What a perfect way to.
It's just going back to
Love that
basics.
so
Like
much.
you cannot give what you don't have.
Yeah.
Right.
So if you're constantly seeking validation from this girl, like maybe you need to stop dating for 6 months to a year. First thing, therapy. Talk about with your parents what happened in childhood. Maybe you have an abandonment wound. Maybe your parents traveled a lot. Maybe there's something else that happened in your previous relationship that you're still holding on to. You need to heal that. And after that, take a year off, travel, work on yourself, and then get back to dating. Get off the apps, like work on yourself.
Do some therapeutic things.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at the taking
You know what I
time
mean?
off.
Like you have to, because if you won't heal, you'll bleed on people who didn't cut you, and then you'll get into a relationship and you'll cheat, you'll do whatever. And also it's about self-awareness and personal accountability. And I feel like people don't want to hold themselves accountable. And even in friendships, if you hold someone accountable, they'll be like, but true friends tell you, hey, you're fucking up your life. Like slow down, or hey, maybe reevaluate that or that, So I think a lot of it goes back to, first of all, working on yourself and self-love and loving who you are and knowing your worth and actually having standards and not lowering. We talked about this earlier, having your standards and not lowering them. People who tell you to lower your standards usually don't have any, or they have very minimal ones. So
Anya, did it take did a certain experience happen where you got impacted, where you transitioned into this mentality and just emotionally, like this?
4 years of personal development, my dad passed away. So this whole thing,
Sorry for that.
It's okay. I can talk about my dad and not cry, because took the time in the last 4 years and I healed myself. And then I know people 15 years later, they talk about their parents and they're still crying. They just literally break down and start bawling, right? Same thing with like divorces, marriage. You got to take time for yourself and heal. If you're not going to do it, you're just gonna keep on going in circles, and it's like a vicious circle that never ends. You got to take some time off and work on yourself.
Yep.
What I was going to say with that though, real quick, is that you find that if you don't do that, what ends up happening is, in my experience with meeting people, is that they end up chasing emptiness
Yeah.
disguised as happiness.
Yes.
Because they're going for what they believe is this golden ring on the merry-go-round. But as you know, no one ever catches it.
But also, we attract who we are. So like if you
So I
not what
attract
you
really
want,
hot women.
not what you want. So like if you keep on attracting certain type of people, you gotta look in the mirror. You gotta look in the mirror and work on yourself. It's energy. Everything is energy, right? So you
Haley, I
gotta
wanna-
work on yourself first.
I want to ask Haley. Very well said. Very well said. Haley, how'd you meet your boyfriend? On a dating app?
No,
Or-
we met at a music festival.
Okay.
Which one?
Similar interest.
Dirty Bird.
Oh, okay.
That's cool.
Yes.
Vibes. Cute.
We're gonna talk about myself, Anita. I'm ready.
were you on the dating apps before you met him?
No, I actually wasn't. Me and him both went on the dating apps together, like a year or two into our relationship, because we wanted to open our relationship up and bring in a third person. So we were both on dating apps separately, like looking on our own. And we also would like go out like to the clubs and stuff, and we'd be like, you know, looking around, and I'd be like, you talk to her, and he'd be like, no, you talk to her. And I'd be like, okay, like, well, one of us has to talk to her. Nothing's going to happen. So, but I've never been on a dating app for myself looking for like a boyfriend or anything. It's just mostly been for our relationship, because we're just like open people, and the more
Right.
the merrier kind
That's
of
awesome.
thing.
That's awesome.
Sometimes.
Chloe, so you said that you're not on any dating apps, but like, so I'm curious, like how dating has been for you. I know, so you and Justin both have kids, but for you, like having kids, like what's dating like, and do men ever judge you because you having kids, or just how's dating for you, just in relation to you being a mom?
I would say, well, like it's like the last part of what you said, like when they find out like I'm a mom, they're like, "You're a mom? Like, no way! Like you're a MILF." I'm kidding.
You are a MILF.
They probably just
Thank
say
you,
that.
thank you. You're so sweet. I wouldn't. I mean, okay. So like, there's different stages. Like right after the breakup, I guess like you were saying, like on like that go around, right?
Merry-go-round?
I was like, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna find something, and like I needed to work on me, on being a better mom, being present in the moment, and not trying to find the next father of my children, or whatever it is. Like whatever I was looking for was completely off base and wrong. And now I'm at a point where I'm so focused on me and what I need to do, that if someone does come like along, they know what I'm doing basically. So it's not like, I don't know, I'm like, cause I'm not on the apps. It's not like, oh, like tell me about yours. Like, if I'm talking to someone, it's maybe someone from, like grade school, and I'm like, oh, hey, how are you? Yeah, of course. Like, let's catch up. Or like, I don't know, just.
Do you feel like you're aggressive right now with pursuing dating, or no?
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not, because I think it's all about like timing, and it's like energy. And I think, like sometimes like you think you want something so bad. You're like, I want that. I don't know, I'll just say like Chanel bag. I want it so bad. But then once you get that damn bag, then you want the next damn bag, and you want the next this, and you want the next car, and you want. So right now, I'm focusing on health. I'm focusing on my kids. And if someone can spark joy and happiness and add value to my life, and if I can add value to their life, goddamn, I mean, there might be a relationship.
Beautiful.
So I'm like, like that's where I'm at, because, I think a lot of men and women are more prone to be like, let me tell you what you want to hear, whether it's to get in bed or go on a date or do this, that, and the next thing. And it's like, if you can make me submissive, I'll do whatever. But it takes a lot to get me to that point, because I know my value. I know what I bring, quote unquote, to the table. And I'm a toughie, but I'm also very soft in certain areas.
Right. So as a group, you can chime in on this, just when it comes to modern dating. So like apps are not working out for a whole lot of people, and people are struggling. meet each other, to connect. And I would say people are not caring enough to make a solution for themselves, probably because like the lack of confidence, and they get in their head. So like, what do you think? I mean, just what do you think about like, the apps not working out for people and people are struggling? Like, what do you think it's going to take, for people to get over this struggle? And you can, speak for yourself, but then also as a whole to like, people out there.
I actually think it's not even scratched the surface of how bad it's going to get. I really don't.
You think it's going to worsen?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's going to get terrible. And I think the age of the ages of the effectiveness of the negativity is going to get younger. Think about it right now. How many women do you meet? How many girls here in this room right now? Whose goal is it to be a really great mom? Do you see what I'm saying?
Like,
But
yeah.
no. But you, and I don't mean, I don't mean in a negative connotation. But if you recall, back in the day when we were growing up, that was the goal. It was
Right.
like, I want to be an amazing mom. I want to be a great mother. I want to be a great, and now it's like become this whole thing because of what people see online, that it's like almost like you're a stay-at-home wife or you're a stay-at-home mother or something like that. And it's like a negative thing.
But I'm hearing
So-
from the younger crowd that
They're going back to that.
they want that, like Gen Z, and what's after Gen Z?
Jen.
I think it's
I'm really bad with this.
Gen-
Millennial after?
I'm not. No, millennial.
No, but before, yeah.
Does it
Yeah.
go back to does it go
Like
back
going
to A?
back, going back even younger. They I've heard, like, I have nieces, nephews,
Right.
and cousins, and they're going back. And I heard a lot that they're seeking more and are more looking to be authentic themselves. So also, like, being more authentic, I think, will bring you to the right person. Taking off that mask
Yeah.
and being your true self, because if someone's gonna like you, they're gonna have to like you anyway. I mean, you obviously have to work on yourself and grow, but if you're gonna put a mask on, it's gonna have to fall off while you start dating. At some point, you
Or
cannot.
you'll always be fake.
Right, you cannot maintain an
So
image.
chiming in on what
so-
Justin
Yeah.
said, and
Wow.
Yeah, I just think
It's
it's
the
I just
same
think it's
thing,
going to
and
get
I'm like,
worse. I really do. I don't
so
think
you think that people like they're so negged out, men and women, like they're so negged out because dating apps are a struggle and just modern dating itself is a struggle.
It's a struggle. It's
That's why they won't approach
well, that's the
naturally in
thing, is
public.
because you can hide behind a phone.
Yeah.
In the comfort of your sofa, in your apartment, in your home, and it's like you can approach these people and tap and put flames. And it's fucking weird. Like
What?
Eggplant
an
emojis.
eggplant, like
Fire emoji.
Yeah, like flames.
First
Like,
of all,
it took me a second.
I don't even understand the connotation behind an eggplant emoji. Like
Oh, we'll talk about it
no,
later.
I know what it means, but it's
Oh,
like to
God.
me, it's like stupid. Like, what do you have? But a peach?
Oh, how cute.
Gross, like stupid. Anyways, my point is this though. It's like going back to like what you're saying though, is like it's just
Does anyone else want any more wine, or should I finish it off?
Go
Crush it.
Go for it.
So I think it's just like people hide behind. They can hide behind it. They don't have to worry about going up to anybody. If you want to meet up, you're going to meet up. Meanwhile, let's be honest. I would love to know the percentage rate of people that connect via a phone actually end up connecting. They always let's meet up. Let's meet up. What are you doing? Where you at? How you doing? And then at that point, you've already lost the attraction. You lost the newness. You lost care.
Patience.
And guess what? Starbucks. There's a new one
Right.
that's
But
eggplanted you in the face, honey.
But even connecting with your friends,
no,
when
give
you
the
meet
phone,
new
give the phone.
friends, like I used to take people's Instagram or
never
whatever,
do
but I
that.
take people's phone number now. It's just easier
Exactly.
because they'll text you right away.
There's
It's better.
so many people
Yeah.
on Instagram that you meet at a club or a bar
Exactly.
or whatever, and it's like I don't remember who I even liked or didn't, or who I met, or I don't know who half the people on my following list are.
Yeah.
But I think that like social media in general, not even necessarily like just the dating apps. I think it's just all social media kind of like ruined dating in general.
And
And
relationships,
just regular
friendships. Yeah.
too.
I
because
actually have a rule moving forward. Next serious relationship I'm in, either we're both off social media or I'm off you.
Yeah.
Period.
I actually
love
feel
that.
I like that.
But you
Period.
have to fully trust them and not be like both of us off it, but you have to check on other people and
No,
ask them if
here's the
they're
thing.
still on
Here's the thing. I
anything.
don't have to check. You don't got to check. Because if you have to check, I mean,
That's the trust issues. That's
You
what
don't
I
the
mean.
trust.
I mean, it's
There's an
toxic if you
issue.
have to
trust,
check.
trust but verify. And if you have nothing to hide, you hide nothing.
Exactly.
So at which point, like here, I run several companies. So at that point, my business, you want to run it for me? Go run it for me. Social media wise.
Yeah.
I don't care. But like, I don't want there to be any sort of crack for someone to pour into. And I don't want someone to have to feel like there's a crack for them to need to escape. So at which point, like I said, if you ain't for me, I ain't for you.
Keeping it tight. Tight
But
quarters.
the crazy thing I heard the other day on TikTok, someone sent me this video, and this guy talks about how a woman will go after a guy who's relationship or married because they only have to compete with one woman instead of, and like people
Wait, women actually do that?
yeah, and people have no like the morals and like we have to go back to basics. We got to work on morals and values. And also for friendships, you need to have high morals and values, and your friends need to align with them, right? Because sometimes people will do that. They'll go for something because when a man is dating a beautiful woman, instantly, like, did you hear about the glow up? When a guy starts dating a girl, he like glows up.
Mhm.
He looks better.
Beautiful
He's
thing.
doing better, right? And a lot of women with low self-esteem, like, the guy becomes a target because you made him a better man. Like, no one talks about that, but that's also a thing that's going on.
Well, I mean, we know each other for a while.
Yeah.
And you know my situation.
Yeah.
Huh.
And I was like trying to coach you guys through it, like before I knew.
Right. And here's the thing. I had the reverse. Because I mean, here, you know, I'm producing all over the country, celebrities, all that stuff. And I
I
created,
mean, yeah,
I
it
create-
could happen
I created
both
Frankenstein.
ways. It could happen both ways.
This person, there was zero mutual connections, zero mutual people. And all of a sudden you went from, you know, girl next door, farm town type, you know, person to, you know, cover of Sports Illustrated looking person. And
Yeah.
it was like, so totally, you just gotta keep your eyes on your fries.
Yeah. What do you guys think about? So, like, I mean, for me, and the things that I've learned when it comes to a lot of people having approach anxiety, it's because, you know, I just put it like this: they don't have a really good "I don't care" mentality in a positive way, and they don't have that confidence to approach. And it's going to take something to motivate them. But like, you know, there's so many people that are just like they can't get motivated to, you know, fix this approach anxiety or bring that down, and also to like seek help. And of course, seeking professional help is, you know, costs money, right?
Look, you say that in any aspect, business.
Right, but if you go out and you spend $150 on one weekend, that's a therapy session. And if you have insurance and coverage, guess what? The copay is only 20, sometimes 15, sometimes 10. So I mean, that's just
Fix
excuses.
yourself rather
No.
than
Yeah.
waste
But no, but I'm
money,
saying in terms of
right?
the,
You know?
in terms of the confidence. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, like they don't have the confidence.
Right.
So I mean, that can be said in pretty much all aspects of their lives. And or is it like here, you know, someone who is a entrepreneur? I'm an entrepreneur. You know, jump on an airplane, you'll figure out how to build an airplane on the way down. But you just got to take all those aspects of your strengths of who you are and what makes you who you are, and apply that to that real life. So, you know, if a person's selling whatever they're selling, and you know, you hear 10 no's, but you're going to hear that one yes, and that one yes transforms your whole business. You don't stop selling your product after one no. And the same thing should be said about going out and meeting people. Just because someone, even if they, you know, roll their eyes at you, it's like, well, maybe they just didn't have their contacts in. You know?
I like that.
That's why.
You
So-
never know.
I want to go.
I mean, they probably did.
I'll walk past you again later.
I want to go around right now and just really quickly, when it comes to dating apps. So I know some of us are not on dating apps anymore. Some of us are. Well, here. So after you meet someone, whether a dating app or in person, and we'll start over here with Chloe and go this way. Do you prefer, after you meet someone, do you prefer texting, phone call, or video chat before first date?
Before, I guess if I really like him, I would want to talk to him before like a date, like, you know, and then afterwards,
phone,
like again, like on the phone, and then like a
You'd be
follow
comfortable
up.
with that?
Yeah, I would. I'm kind of old school like that. So I like that. And then if like the date went well, like a text, like, "Hey, I had fun," or like if the date didn't go well, like let's just kind of go different ways. So I don't know. That's my thought.
I was on a few dating apps after I got out of a serious relationship, and back then I didn't know this, so I would do a phone call. But now I'm not on the apps. I was on there for a few months. I went on 5 days, 5 dates, and I was like, I'm done. I'm meeting people in real life. I made a decision, and I deleted the apps. But from my friends who were on the apps, video chat. I think it's a must, just so you could see if you guys even vibe.
Right.
I mean, as a woman, you have to get dressed.
The pictures on the app are not good enough.
No. I mean, I went on a date with a guy from an app, and he told me, you actually look like yourself on a date, because most of the girls you went on a date with, they were too filtered. So that's another issue. And you never know what kind of photos these guys are posting from like 10 years ago. But anyway, I think video chat to see if you guys even vibe. Like, women have to get dressed, have to like, women spend more on self-care, and then you have to get ready and go on a date. Like you said, your time is money, right? Your time is valuable. Same thing for men. Like, if he's running a business, he has limited time. I think you should jump on a video chat and see if it's a vibe. If no, like, why waste each other's time?
Cool.
Yeah.
Haley?
I actually just thought about a time. So me and my boyfriend had broken up for a period of time, and it just reminded me when my friend and I were like hanging out. She was like, "Oh, you should download Tinder. You should do this. You should do that, blah, blah." And she was like, "Come on, let's go out." She's like a crazy girl. And I was like, okay, like if I go out and someone asks me for like my number, I'm going to tell them like, okay, yeah, here's my number, but like, yeah, call me. And it was like kind of a joke that we had, but it ended up being like more serious later. But I was like, yeah, I'm going to tell them to call me. And if they don't call me, like I'm not going to answer them. I'm not going to date them. And I was like, they have to call. They can text me, but I'm going to tell them like, no, call me. Like a regular person, just call me. Like, let's just talk. I was like, if they can't call me, I'm not going to like waste my time, because I want someone that is like, people can be so interesting over text, but also like I'm a horrible texter, and I feel like I'm so dry when I'm texting. I'm like, yeah, cool, sure, whatever. But like on the phone, and like when you're actually hearing someone's voice, it's so much different. So I don't know, like during that time when I was like, oh, I'm gonna go back dating, whatever. Yeah, I was just like, no, if they're not gonna call me, then like I'm not doing it.
It's more meaningful because you can hear the tone of their voice.
Like
and
respecting too. I'm like, no, like pick up the phone and like call, like if you want to talk to me. Because when you're drunk at a bar, it's not the same. Like you'll like talk for 5 minutes. They're like, oh, you're hot. I want to dance.
Worst way to meet someone.
Like, let's go on a date later.
In
like,
general.
yeah, for sure.
Yep.
Like, so yeah, I totally forgot. That was like 3 years ago. But yeah, I was like, no, I'm not going to talk to anyone unless they call me.
I expect faxes and pages.
More
telegrams.
So carry a pager somewhere.
I have a beeper.
I'll send you a carrier pigeon.
Like, tell your grandma to page me.
Snail mail.
Come on, Justin, you're not that old.
Yeah, I got Boost Mobile.
You have an AOL email
where you
address?
I do.
Justin, AOL email address?
I do.
I do too.
I use it for all the spam mail.
I have it.
No, my thing is this. My thing is this. You know what? I'm a talker, clearly. And for me, it's like I gotta be able to vibe with you on a phone. I'm all for FaceTiming too. Here's the thing, it's just communication. I'm actually like, I mean, texting is like what everyone does, but like the thing with texting is like you also don't necessarily catch the connotation. And for someone like me who's very sarcastic, who's very brash, who's very just out, I'm a wild card.
Do you do audios, like audio messages, like a lot to like your like person?
Speaking of,
Hold on one moment. I'm getting a booty call.
Oh, apologies.
No, I'm just kidding. No. For me, it's like
Shots coming your way, Justin.
What would happen?
Just broke the rule.
What was the rule?
No phone.
No phones.
Ooh, that's why I actually turned my
You
phone
better
off.
tell
for
your
once.
booty call.
That's why I left mine far
Oh.
away.
I didn't know that was a
No.
rule.
If anyone does a super chat right now, 99 cents or higher, he'll take us 2 shots.
Actually, just give me the bottle.
So bad.
I know it's
I
awful.
mean, I'll do the
Ladies, if you don't mind, pass
Yeah,
over.
not the tequila.
Go ahead, you can continue while you enjoy this shot.
Don't touch
Yes.
it. That's a
Have
that's a
fun.
good size.
Pinkies up, ladies.
I mean, it's a tiny cup. Very generous.
That's disgusting.
So, Mr. Facts.
Yeah.
Texting,
All
phone
jokes
call.
aside, all kidding aside,
Texting, phone call.
all
video
kidding
chat.
aside, all jokes aside. Call me, text me, FaceTime me, DM me. I don't really care. Just as long as the effort matches, that's it. And then at which point, like I said, connotations got to align. That's why texting isn't necessarily my favorite, but I understand some people, and I will say, let's be real. Some people get a little anxious on a phone. Some people get a little anxious via FaceTime. So at which point it's like, look, we got to do whatever you're comfortable with, empathize with them, sympathize with them, understand who the partner is. And then at which point everything else should be able to flow. And if it ain't flowing, then it's going. That's
I
all.
like
Love
that.
it. Love it.
Amanda?
Well, when I'm like seriously dating, I'm like, yeah, FaceTime call right now. Newly single, definitely not. Do not fucking call me. I will ignore anyone's phone call right now. Don't call me unless you're my 2 best friends. I am text only, Instagram DMs,
Would
Tinder.
you text a lot or you text a little?
a little.
Yeah.
I'm not seriously dating right now. I'm
Right.
just like going out for fun.
But if you meet someone, just maybe just keep it simple and just set up the date and that's it.
Yeah,
Right?
that's all we gotta do.
Cool.
If we catch a vibe on the date, I'm not one to like shut something down right now, but I'm focusing on myself. So don't call me.
Jenny?
Don't call me.
Well, I mean,
They calling?
Justin kind of really hit it in the head with everything because I'm such a talker, but I'm a very sarcastic person that sometimes it comes off where I once had an argument with one guy because the sarcasm didn't read through, and it's just like, wait,
Oh,
that's not what I mean.
Yeah.
So even though I'm such a talker, it's whatever works, obviously, in that moment, whatever builds that connection and however we could build forward. Because obviously, if it's through a dating app, when I was on it a few months, a year ago, I would be directly at least on phone or on anything else because I don't like checking the app. I really didn't.
Yeah.
It was kind of a shame. It really was because didn't bring much good. It just showed me options. That's what I liked about it, is that even though I'm not happy within my own situation, I knew there were other things out there. But I wasn't a pursuer because I'm never a person to say I need this in my life. So if something were to come by and be like, try to connect me, if they worm themselves in, I'm like, okay, this guy tried. He tried to actually DM me or get someone.
Try is a prerequisite for failure. So like you do though, you do it. Like
Well,
do it.
Yoda
Yeah.
said, do or do not. There is no
Yeah,
try.
exactly.
Yeah,
because
do
that's
it.
just pure effort that they actually want to talk to you rather than talking to every girl. Because if every girl's on every app, they're talking to every girl. If they're trying to really weed through, I mean, I'm not always the easiest person to get in contact with. If you're a best friend, I'll talk to you all day. If not, I mean, are you worth my time? In that aspect, if they reach my phone number, we'll text a bit, we'll see how we connect. Because I recently got the more anxiety thing. I'm like, I don't even like to, I mean, I'm once in a while answer my mom's phone call because most of my calls are spams. So I'm like, ignore.
Privilege that you text me and like you
Wow.
snap me and I get to see like, oh
know.
wow.
Girlfriends love them.
But here's my question about that, though. Being the only man here.
There's some other men in the room here.
Well, no, I'm on the panel. You're the host.
Mm.
Ooh.
And we're the only 2 single men here. So anyways.
Sorry, fellas.
Sorry.
Yeah, I was like, Mary.
No, but here, no, I'm asking this. Like I said, I'm like, I don't like include of the panel. That's why I say, is that here's what struck me and very interesting, which is maybe possibly why there is a lot of maybe anxiety in approachment. Is one thing I keep hearing across, fellow panelists, from females, and again, just asking conversation. It's my time. Are you worth my time? Is it worth it? Is it worth it?
Would they put in that effort?
So here's my question, though. Going back to what I was saying, core values, going back to what we were talking about, is that as a man, and again, you're talking to an alpha, who's going to provide, who's going to put a roof over your head, who's going to, and again, I'm just speaking from my perspective here, not talking about anyone else, who will allow the freedoms of having you work or not. Doesn't matter. Irrelevant. If you want to, great. You don't have to. But at which point, travel, jewelry, luxuries, all these wonderful things. Where at which point do we go, wait a minute, not am I, and I don't mean it in a sense of, am I worth their time? But, and not thinking, is he worth my time? But am I bringing enough to the table? Am I bringing enough of me, enough of my personality, enough of my attention, enough of my love, enough of my attentiveness, enough of my drive, nurturement to attract someone who wants to and graciously and thankfully give me a really nice life provided together, not to hold over your head. That's terrible and that's wrong, but to selflessly share that may not otherwise would. And I think that's what, and again, not judging, not negatively, but I'm saying I feel like that's kind of been the status quo of women right now. Is this worth my time? Okay. What 6 figures do you bring in? What 7-figure home do you have that you can provide for me? Because at that point, I'll make sure I'm worth your time. But at which point, am I going to know that I'm going to work my ass off and take care of children? My ex had a child that I took care of as well, instantly, as if it was my own, without a hesitation. So then on top of that, provide and care and do, to know that I'm going to work my ass off and give you everything that I make to take care of the home, take care of the kids, take care of the relationship, knowing that when I turn around, you're there. That's the key. And I think that's where, like I said,
Right, but
Yeah.
but you're an alpha.
But you're
Right,
also,
you're also in your healthy masculine.
Yeah.
A lot of men are not.
there's all
And
Yeah.
a lot, like you said, they're soft, and a lot of women are unfortunately in their wounded feminine.
So they become more masculine.
So they become more
They take on a more
masculine.
masculine
So
role
if
or an
you're
alpha
more
role.
masculine, you're gonna attract the guy automatically who's more feminine.
Who's more beta?
But also,
So-
and I love and respect and love that you do all that. But also, all the girls, I mean,
Limbo
they
type.
don't know who you are. Like in
Yeah, they do.
initial aspects, but initial
It's like that.
aspects. But from what I'm looking is as when you're starting
To
to
meet
date
people in real life.
Right.
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 That
But
goes
it's
back
like
to getting
through
off of
apps or everything. It's not even knowing what they have to bring to the table or what not, but it's what effort you were to put in. Because I don't know what you would provide to your wife, to your ex-girlfriend, all this.
Would
I
you
mean,
like to
that's
find out?
amazing. I mean, I know, Justin, you're a great person. But like,
Thank
if
you.
you are to talk to another
No, thank you.
person online or trying to meet someone,
They
you
don't
don't
know.
You don't know their
Of course. No,
backstory.
100%.
Yeah.
No,
Exactly.
Well,
So exactly.
right?
So I mean, I love your everything. I
Yeah.
know the fact that I know
Listen,
who
the
you are
last
as
time
a
I had
person
5
is
women
amazing.
gang up on me like this, it was a very different setting.
No. It's
Oh.
amazing.
No, I'm just kidding.
But if we're talking about initial
I mean, it's good
dating,
conversation.
it's hard to tell
Yeah,
who
initial
really
Right.
is worth it.
Yeah.
And I'm
Yes.
not. I'm really not looking for dollar signs. I'm really looking at who could
Yeah.
fulfill me internally.
Majority of
That-
men today don't know what they want. I mean, Justin
I
Justin
think
knows what he
it's
wants. He has it
going
figured
back
Oh, I
out.
to-
fucking know exactly what I want.
It's going back to being okay with yourself, women and men, not
Right,
only men,
sure.
right? women have to take accountability and work on themselves
Truth.
too. It's
Yeah.
both. It goes both ways.
Exactly.
But like getting down to your non-negotiables, you
Bingo.
have to
Yeah.
have
Oh my
a
God.
list
I love
of your
you.
non-negotiable. Like there should be 3 morals values that are non-negotiable, absolutely non-negotiable. And you don't give them out. You learn as you date.
And that's
right?
the dating
Because
process. Exactly.
anyone can tell you, oh yeah, I'll do this, I'll do that. If you give away your non-negotiables, it comes out in a conversation by vetting a man. You have to ask the right question. And a guy also has to
Exactly.
ask
Well,
the
here,
right
give and
question if
take.
you guys align, right?
Well, here, first date I went on, recently, whatever. That's what I did. Sat down at dinner and was like, okay, what are your non-negotiables here? And are you what's yo? No, I was like, what do you
Straight,
say? What do you
shooter like that, you just right away,
Straight shooter.
No,
Some people don't
no,
like that.
right in the beginning of the date.
No. You know,
Okay.
of course, you have a couple of
You schmoozed her. You schmoozed her.
Like in a
You have
conversation.
you have a Caesar salad.
And then Justin's like, "What's your deal?"
And then I was like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with you? No, I was like, no. Actually, no, but I'll be honest with you. No, here's the thing. It was like, what's your attachment style? Anxious or avoidant?
Most people don't even know.
What do you want? What are you looking for? It wasn't like a creepo, but like what are you looking for? What do you want? Like, what is your vision? What is your goal? Like, what do you want to achieve? Because here's the thing. At which point, I know I can't deal after I dealt with that nut job in the past. I can't deal with an avoidant attachment style. I can't.
Yeah.
So ask the questions, and if it works, it works. At the end of the night, maybe you had a good dinner, maybe you got laid, or maybe you just left. But at which point, I know at that dinner, it was a good dinner.
Right. I just want to kind of come back to guys, just kind of come back to like your communication preferences. I mean,
Talk about this.
Let's
Well-
talk about this.
well, hold on. I'm gonna end it with this, okay? And then we're just gonna move on to the next thing, because we're all individuals, so we can go on like tangents, and they're gonna start billing me for 5 more hours.
Really interrupted by saying I don't do video chats on point because I never feel like I
So-
look right.
Like
Let me fix myself.
at the end of the day,
up.
the best way of
Yeah,
communication.
but when you guys start dating,
Then yes.
before going on the first date with someone and after would be on a phone call, video chat, or just in person, right? If you're not comfortable with phone call or video chat, I know you don't favor that, Amanda. It's just like just keep on setting up the hangouts and the dates, and you just do the communication there, right? Because you can see body language, facial expressions, or tone. So it's just y'all agree it's the healthiest way to go, it's the best way to go. So, do women or men play harder to get?
I feel like women got
depends.
much harder.
I think it depends on the person. I think
It does,
It
though.
like there's some women that are like I'm gonna put in this much effort if he gives me this much effort, but if y'all are just competing for who does the most effort
if
originally,
you're playing, it
Nope.
ain't it.
It's just not
Exactly.
going to work at that point.
Second, I feel that you're playing hard to get. Go play somewhere else, honey.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a masculine man
It's
from
a joke.
a course I was in about masculine and feminine energy. They don't deal with you playing.
I had one.
Like
That was great.
Yeah.
he's gonna masculine
Yeah.
man will pursue you, and it has to be mutual.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like a equal give
Right.
and
Because
So
take.
you don't tolerate it. I know you don't tolerate
As soon
it.
as you start like, I'm gonna put my energy back. Okay, so now he's gonna chase you, and now he's pulling his energy back. Now you're gonna chase him. It becomes a game.
Cat and mouse.
Right. Like
And-
when the calls stop coming in
Yeah.
after work, or the text, good morning.
It has to be consistent.
or the nude
Consistency.
pics.
It'll always be like a back and forth. It'll always be like you feel like you have to do more work rather than wanting to
with
do
the right
more.
person, it'll just come
Yeah,
naturally.
exactly.
It'll be consistent.
Just
And-
cool.
So Anya and Justin, you'd walk away. Chloe, would you continue to chase a guy that's playing hard to get, or would you walk away?
Oh, I just ended that shit real quick.
Right.
Like,
Yeah, like I mean,
I said-
you can address it and see what happens. Like we're like, hey,
and I
obviously conversation,
if it doesn't progress,
right? And if it's just because maybe they're avoidant,
but usually I'm the avoidant one, and then one
Are you
scenario
saying Justin's avoidant?
I was the
his-
other.
his
Oh, okay.
ex-husband.
Gotcha.
So like maybe if you're avoidant or you have a different style, you guys can communicate. Because I know a couple who one person is avoidant
Right.
and the other person is what's the other one? Secure and like she gets attached easily, but they communicate well, and it's
Right.
working out. It's all about communication.
Wait, Chloe's saying you're out the door.
Yeah,
Yeah.
get the fuck out. Yeah,
Yeah.
bye.
Tools.
I'm gonna tell you what I need, and then I'm
Same.
bye.
Yeah. No, you're not tolerating it. You want to chase the guy. He's playing hard to get.
Yeah, you do.
It depends.
You enjoy that? I mean, there's women that enjoy this.
It depends. If I mean, I feel like I like to play hard to get a little bit in the beginning just to see like, do you like me a lot or not really? But then once they prove to me like, oh, they like me, then I'm like, okay, I'm done playing hard to get. Like I tried a little bit and now I know. When a guy plays hard to get, I don't necessarily know if I like that unless it's like I'm in a game phase where I'm just like trying to have fun, not actually
Okay.
looking for something serious. When I'm not looking for something serious, I'm like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, this is fun. Like I like making him try to like me. Like it's fun. But if I'm like actually trying to be serious and I'm like, oh, you're like acting uninterested or you're acting uninterested, like no.
Yeah. Haley, you've been with your boyfriend for how long?
Well, on and off, but total 4 years.
4 years. Do you see yourself marrying him?
Yeah.
Have you thought about that?
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely have.
Gotcha. Do you think he thinks about that?
Yeah,
When
we
he
talk about it all the time.
Okay.
We're both kind of like not like we don't really care about like the marriage license type of
Sure.
thing or like want to have like a big wedding. Like if we were to get married, it would be what's that called? Eloping, you know? Like we're not like we don't really care about that stuff, but we definitely have talked about it. We're just not in like a big rush to like
So you don't think it's time for him to present you a rock?
I don't think so. I mean,
Gotcha.
he's
Cool. And you're-
proposed to me, but like
He did propose you
He-
with a ring?
no, not with a ring.
Oh, okay.
He asked me if I would marry him, and I told him like, yeah, but
Get a ring.
I don't think it needs to be like so fast. I just feel like we're like in a
Right.
good spot and like we're
It's
doing
awesome.
our thing. We
Good.
also like are trying to save a lot of money, move away, do like a lot of crazy
Sure.
shit. So it's just like a wedding is just a big in the way, kind of.
That's good that didn't
In my
affect you. I mean,
opinion.
he tried proposing you, but you're still together, so
Yeah.
that's good. Amanda, chaser, just playing hard to get or no?
I mean, I don't fuck with games, but I will say I like what you said is in the beginning. It is a little bit fun. I feel like sometimes when it comes too easy, it's not as exciting. So like don't play like crazy games, but like, you know, don't overdo it because then I'll lose interest. Like I want, you know. Yeah, I'm a huntress. Like let me hunt, let me chase a little bit. But like there's a point where it's like, okay, you know, I'm not messing with games. If you're seeing other people, cool, bye. So that's kind of how I feel. Yeah, like at first when it's just like we're texting a little bit, cool, but
Yeah, but let's call a spade a spade. If we're fucking,
yeah.
you know what I
At
mean?
that point,
Right.
no.
Okay.
That's my point.
Getting in there.
Exactly.
At that point, no.
If you're fucking and
Mm-mm.
you're having a good time and you're banging it out,
Yeah.
it's like I don't want to be like worrying about where are you. Keep it real.
What are you
Sorry,
bringing
sorry.
home?
Yeah, right?
Yeah, no. Whoop, whoop.
Well, hello.
Yeah.
Well,
Hello.
hello, Claire. No, that's the whole thing. It's like at that point, like I don't have to
Yeah.
deal or worry. Where are you? What are you doing? And then play the stupid nonsense bullshit because it's like at this point, you know,
No, 100%.
yeah, exactly.
Play it like
I'm like,
play it a little bit to get me interested, and then like
Yeah, but once I've had my tongue up your ass, like at this point, like
exactly.
stop with the games.
So like that doesn't happen till like
Dude,
Sorry.
day
hot
2
over
or
here.
3 because I'm a lady.
No,
And
forget all that stuff.
then
No,
it's fine.
forget all that stuff. I can that agree with. Yeah, 100%. But all I'm saying is at a certain point where it's like, look, if I'm with you, I'm with you.
Yeah.
If you're with me, you're with me.
Absolutely.
Let's cut the shit and let's
yeah,
just
fuck
have
the
a
labels
good
and all that. I'm like, we're
time.
together.
Yeah.
Right.
If you're
let's
in
have a
my
good
bed,
ti-
you're in like
The
what's up?
talking, dating.
Exactly. Right.
Just, yeah.
Let's go grocery shopping. You know what I mean? Like let's have fun. Like
no,
let's
I
I don't
love
like
that.
that. I don't like that. You go. I'll do everything
Yeah.
else. I'll
That
put
is
it
so
away.
cute.
Like,
That's
I'm
so
I'm
cute.
kidding.
No, I'm just saying, like, I mean, at that point, just start like finding those hobbies and really enjoying the togetherness of like the oh shit, you know what? I found someone like I really like, and you build that friendship and the camaraderie, and see where that goes. If it don't work, it don't work. But at which point, if you start doing the games,
Yeah,
My
The,
You start
the,
doing
the,
all
the
nonsense.
man who chases 2 rabbits catches none.
Oh,
Remember
and,
that.
You know what? And remember this too, ladies. Man who walked through doors sideways, Bangkok. So at which point, I don't know. I thought we were getting into like Confucius, like, you know, things. Man who stand on toilet, high on pot, you know.
Jenny, chaser.
Yeah, no, I don't play games. No,
Okay.
I don't need that
I love it. It's just
emotional.
like,
I do
oh, my
not play. I do not need any more emotional distress. I really prefer mutual effort. So that's really where the communication comes in. I do feel like guys and females, actually, it's getting mutual, are just like tying to everyone playing games. So
I
like
feel no worse.
that's really where you have to really read and communicate, because otherwise I'm just like, you know what, if I don't trust you, and it's like I'm just not gonna trust you. You gotta like communicate, talk. It's gotta feed both ways.
But what happens after you communicate and you talk, right? And you have that come to Jesus meeting and you go, okay, this is what I need, or like, you know, I just need you to, you know, do X, Y, and Z. And then he or she goes, yeah, I'm going to do that. And then falls flat.
But that is where I will never tell anyone to do anything, because at that point I'll feel like I'll force them to do it and not like they want to.
They want,
I would not
Here,
want that. I will
here's
not
here's-
tolerate.
You gotta state what you feel and
Right.
what you need, and they gotta
rise
up to it.
Hold on, wait, hold on. And actually just also be up. That's what I said, like the first date. It was like,
Upfront.
this is what I like.
Yeah.
This is my styles. This is what I like. These are my love languages.
They go
And at
out
which
of it,
point,
goodbye.
and here's the thing, and at which point, there's a certain point in a relationship, years down the road, that say, hey, listen, I need more of this from you.
Right.
You know, that's a different story. You've already established a connection, that bond, that intertwiningness. But if it's a new budding relationship and I gotta tell some chick like, hey, I need you to like do this, there's something wrong out of the gate, you know, at which point, like, because it's too new for there to be it's for it to be hard.
And it should
But
be easy.
Right.
What if you're
Initially.
going
Should
from
flow.
like good morning text, good night text, and then it's like you see that person 3-4 times a week or whatever, three times, and then it kind of fades,
Tapers.
and you're like, well, oh, you want to just pop on in like a hotel? No.
Right.
For you to be
But
allowed
that's
that,
the effort. That's the point. Is that
and it's like, hey, well,
you
know,
gotta let it go.
yeah.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Exactly,
You don't even
because
have
if
you don't
they
even
keep
have
coming back. It's a
Yeah, this-
revolving door.
Listen, darling,
That's
you
where you
don't
gotta
even have
stop
to. You
it.
don't even
Yeah.
have to say what you know. I need this or I need that. You just walk away and let him wonder.
Yeah.
What happened? Where'd she go? Why is this door locked? And you know what?
Yep.
At that point, when he's figured it out, you've already gone on to the next.
Moved on. Someone better.
But I feel like there's a difference between like there's 2 men here, and then there's boys that are trying to do what y'all do, and it's like
Keyword is try.
yeah, exactly, and try is a prerequisite for failure. So you gotta exactly.
So no, but there you go, and that's the thing with that's why it's dating. You know, it's not called relationshiping.
What did I
Yeah.
text you earlier about the potential?
About well.
You were like, oh, there is a potential someone will come on the
Oh, gotcha.
And
Yes.
I was just like, I don't
'cause
work with potential. Like
Anya got
either
at it.
we're doing it or we're not. Like, you know what I mean? Same thing goes in
Right.
dating. This is why a lot of people fail, because they date the potential that this person could be someone.
Right.
Amen.
The second that's gone,
Yeah.
second those good morning texts stop, the second all those things stop, you stop. Bye.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's why I
Done.
say bye.
Bye. I don't care.
So, ladies, would you say that you can? We'll go around the room. Jenny, we'll start with you. So, do you have a type? Tell me about your type, if you have a type, and
Do I
like,
have a
do looks
type?
matter?
Well, initially, I don't want to say looks don't matter, because I really need someone I get along with every day. Who
You
someone
liar about
person
looks.
No, well, like honestly, I've dated some of the
Talk about
guys-
recently.
Okay, so looks matter to you, and like, what else?
Well,
And apparently they're
first and
correct.
foremost, it's hard because to know who someone is on the inside, you actually have to get to know them. So for me to actually be attracted to them, looks, I'll be like, oh, he's nice looking, but I won't say he has to be the tall, dark, and handsome Fabio here. But like, he has. No, no, not. I was saying no.
Horses.
I'm saying like theoretically, because there are many guys out there. I'm not saying I have a particular type. it's really someone who vibes with me, and obviously I'm very extroverted. So if someone very quiet, obviously we're not going to get along. If it's someone who already approaches me and we're vibing, that's more my type because we attract each other.
Right.
It kind of works out how looks might go into it. I'm not gonna say, oh, I wish he was taller, or if he was skinnier or muscular or had more money. If in that interaction, if it's like, oh, he's got something inside of him like that, that's where I vibe with him. That's where it can keep growing.
Okay.
So that's more my type. But
What's the number one thing that you look for in a man?
but for in a man, I'm like, yes, looks. We talk about looks, whatever. Yeah, getting someone attractive would be nice. But
That's your first
no.
go-to? Okay.
But for me, it's more personality.
Okay.
Someone is personable.
So they have an amazing personality, but they're not good looking. Would you date them?
I could work with.
Okay, gotcha. Amanda?
Work with.
What I look for, definitely an adventurer, someone like worldly, because I travel and go on crazy adventures all the time. Great sense of humor. Looks aren't bad, but I need a connection first. You could be gorgeous. I've dated gorgeous men who have nothing in between their ears, and it's cool. Thank you so much. Goodbye. I need to be understood, and I want to be able to share my views and my ideas with someone and have them be able to reciprocate stuff back. So that's, I feel like, what I'm definitely looking for is someone that is intelligent, is a good listener, has, a lot of good points and likes to try new things. And yeah.
Big, huge fake tits.
I was gonna say,
I'm joking. No, I'm joking.
Yeah.
I'm joking.
Wait.
I'm joking. I'm joking. No. I'll be honest. No. Is this not a panel, to be honest? No, I'm just kidding. No. No, I mean, for me, yeah, they better be fucking attractive. 100%. However, this is where it gets hard. Okay. Is I clearly have a type. You go through, my exes since, high school.
The blow-up dolls.
Plastic.
Okay, I thought
I could totally see
about,
that.
I thought we talked about we're not going to talk about that.
Not bad.
Fuck. Come on. You're the one who blows them up. But anyways, no. I've always kind of been into the girls that you'd have on your wall as a teenager on your but blonde,
Baywatch babes. Baywatch babes.
Waitresses. I've dated
Pamela Anderson.
plenty of them. I did porn stars.
So after
Playmates.
after looks, Justin.
No,
after
and
look.
here's the thing. After looks, then I go find a new girlfriend. No, just kidding. Totally joking. No, terrible. I'm awful. It's awful. No, I'm only joking. No, and here's what I'm only teasing. No, here's the thing though. What I found is this. My ex-wife, like I said, her and I have a wonderful relationship. She was the first girl that I dated that was outside of my typical norm. Okay. And then went back to, Playmates looking.
Big
Here's the thing.
Sorry.
Here's the thing. This is the thing. Is that it's fun. It's a good time. Thank God. Fortunately, like you said, this is, God's fair. I wasn't blessed with much of a brain, so I got to work with what I got. But it's one of those things where it doesn't work out too well, because here's the thing: those types of women, they're always looking for the next thing too, and so it becomes more like, what can you do for me versus what can you do with me, and what can we do together? And for me, it's it's nice to meet someone who, still very beautiful and attractive. Don't get me wrong. Still, walk down the street, it's going to turn heads, but it doesn't necessarily have to be, that look for me anymore. And I would say after that, without a doubt, at this point in my life, motivated, driven, whatever it is that they want in their career, or as, again, a mother or a caretaker of a home, a family, don't care what it is. As long as you know what you want and you're driven and you're motivated, and then you got to have your core values aligned. That's huge. You know, you got to have your family values, and then a good heart. You know, not to sound like half a homo, but you know,
Not
it's
a
true.
whole homo.
No, half, because only
Only
half.
half.
Yeah, but you know, they had to have a good heart.
Yeah.
You know, they want it like a nurturer.
I think anyone that's ever been engaged, didn't work out. Anyone that's ever been married, hasn't worked out, or any kind of long relationship, majority of people usually do figure out, what they're wanting in a partner after that. So
Sure.
yeah. So you have it figured out.
Here,
Plus, you need a Baywatch babe.
I just want to say something real quickly.
Yes.
So my father told me something after I got divorced. He said, "This is where you fucked up."
Wow.
Oh, we don't fuck around in my house.
What'd you say?
No, he said, I said, okay, tell me. He said, you loved her more than you liked her. I said, what? He goes, here's the thing. I love your mother, but there are weeks or days or months, sometimes years, where I want to fucking kill her. Like, I can't stand this, but I love her, but I can't. So love is in and out. But then when you're reminded, he goes, when you can't stand this woman, same thing we said for men, but then who are you going to the movies with? Who am I going on vacations with? Who am I going to dinners with? Who am I doing this with? That's my best friend. So while love kind of goes in and out like waves, that's still your best friend. That's your person. That's your partner. That's your co-pilot. You got to find the girl that you like a little more than you love. And that's, I think, where, like I said, as someone who said, engaged, divorced, whatever, that's where you start to realize that's what you got to find is who's this person that I'm going to go, throw in the back of my Harley and we're going to go ride on my motorcycle. Or we're going to go shoot guns at the range. Or we're going to go on trips. Or we're going to go walk the red carpet at the Grammys. That kind of stuff. Fun. That person that's just, it's like a firecracker.
Right.
But also knows at the same time how to balance you, ground you. It's huge. Thank you for coming on TED Talk.
I hope your dad. I hope your dad doesn't give you shit anymore.
No,
Haley?
no. He's the best.
Haley, I know you have a boyfriend, but type, looks, does that matter?
Well, yeah, I've had like 3 long relationships previously. I mean, I was young, but still. And all of them, I wouldn't necessarily say I was attracted to at first sight. It was definitely like friends first, got to know them, was kind of like at first meet, I wouldn't be like, oh, like he's cute. But like, as like the relationship progressed, I was like, oh, now he's cute. My boyfriend now, I actually did think he was cute when I met him, which was like a first for me. I've never actually thought anyone was cute that I first met, like right then and there until I got to know them. Then I got to know him and then he was cuter. So for win-win here. But previously and in, all my experiences, I feel like I don't really find people attractive until I like get to know them.
I think looks do matter to a point, but it's more about your energy. It's about your energy and how lately I never used to pay attention to that because many people think butterflies are like if you have a lot of butterflies, they think it's good, but it could not necessarily be good. Sometimes too many butterflies, it's just your trauma response from your previous relationships. So it's about paying attention. This is what I've learned in the last few years, how you feel in your body around that person. Do you feel at peace? Does your nervous system feel like regulated? It's good to have
Right.
some butterflies, right? But do you feel like at peace? Do you feel calm? And their personality and like what Justin said, morals, values, they have to have that in check. But I used to not think that, sense of humor was important, but that's super important. Someone who has a good sense of humor and someone who's safe to be around and makes you feel safe. Your nervous system is not acting out. It just feels at peace when you're around them. But I think I used to date a type and then like lately I'm just
Take a shot. Take a shot. Take a
no,
shot.
yeah,
I feel like you should take two because even before.
Well,
because this was twice.
What is that alarm?
that means we had 30 minutes to go. I set
So-
an alarm because Tom and Colton, they told me to set
So
an
you
alarm.
got to do two
But
because
you do have to do
your
two.
phone went
I
out
love how you're
twice.
blaming the guys behind the camera.
They're both looking at each
look
other
them.
like we did not fucking say that. Look at
This
this.
man never takes blame.
All right. To me
Cheers.
fucking up.
No, to you following the rules.
yeah.
Oh, you're all the rules.
It's all perspective.
Thank you, Anya.
Yeah.
Chloe,
Okay, so the question was my ADD.
what's your type? What do you look for? Do looks matter?
I love an intellect. I think it's so hot. Like I'm like, teach me. I think that honestly is first and foremost, and then yeah, he could be a stud. Like he doesn't have to be like this like huge body. Like I don't even know like what I would do with all like that. But like I don't know. I love
Does a stud have to be muscular?
like I was thinking like like the movie 300. I was like one of those. Like, I don't know what I would. I'm like oh like that's probably too much happening. But I love an intellect. I love someone that's like driven, that like wakes up with purpose. Like I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. Someone that's patient. With me having, and I'm very open on like me having ADHD from childhood. And someone that's patient. That's like, okay, Chloe, like did you eat? Because I'm like, oh shit, I did not eat today. Or like saying something again, not like deliberate, like being aggressive, like oh she didn't know, or just like hey, like did you get my text, like because I know sometimes like you don't like understand. So I think that's like muy importante. If they speak another language, that's super hot. I'm like yes,
Good Spanish, sir.
yes. I think sexual chemistry is a big thing. Like I think yeah. So
I'm gonna stay with you. We're gonna go back this way. So just really quick. So we're gonna this last 30 minutes. We're gonna do like a drive-through experience. Okay. So what is one thing that y'all need to work on when it comes to dating? And Haley, you can say like, what's one thing that you feel like you need to work on, in regards to your relationship. Okay. That you recognize. But one thing that you feel like you need to work on that you struggle with.
I'm perfect. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm kidding. I think with my high school sweetheart, father of my children, I think if I'm thinking something, say it. So if I'm like, man, like, thank you so much for like bringing me coffee. Like, thank you for this, just being more grateful. And I've actually been applying that, whether it's like for like with tea and water and just like in general, just being more like, instead of just thinking it, because they don't know.
So you just don't vocalize being
I don't vocalize
appreciative.
it. I mean, I do to an extent, but I need to do it more because I like when I'm like, I get that a girl, right? So I'm like, okay, I like that. So I need to do that more and just make them feel better. So that's be more grateful.
Do you feel like you're already working on yourself, or do you feel like you need help working on that?
On myself.
No, in regards to like vocalizing your like wanting to appreciate someone when they do something for you.
Oh, I've been working on that, and so far good. Like, oh wow, thank you. I'm like check. I did that.
Cool. Anya,
Going on the dates actually more
going on more dates
instead of like rejecting them.
Okay. And right now, right now,
Well,
like,
that's a start.
are you rejecting on dating apps? Are you rejecting? Oh, no, you're not on
just
dating.
actually like let's
person?
just do it. Let's go.
So right now because no dating apps for you right now, right?
Yeah.
So
I'm meeting
you've
people
been
in
doing a lot of
person.
rejecting in person when someone's asking you out.
She's like, ma'am, this is a Wendy's.
And
No, so
Can I
yeah,
at least get a candle
actually giving more chances to certain people.
why don't you give them a chance? What do you think it is?
I think
Is it the looks right away?
not the looks.
A vibe? I know. So you're
It's a
really great with
vibe.
like mentally,
Yeah,
emotionally.
it's
You're
like-
very in tune with yourself.
It's a vibe. If
Okay.
I feel like a little,
Gotcha. Okay.
But sometimes you don't know. Like first time you gotta when you meet them, like you said,
Right.
at a club or or somewhere at a restaurant, it could be a little chaotic, a lot of different
Right.
energy. So yeah, let's go grab food and
Gotcha.
see how the energy is one-on-one. I think that's very
Okay.
important because when you're out and about and you
Right.
meet them and the energy could be a little bit off.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with you, like,
Yeah.
you know, rejecting men. Because I mean, you're just very in tune with like what's in front of you and what's going on. So,
Yeah, but I think like, you know, you meet them somewhere and there's like a lot going on. They try to
Sure.
talk to you. So just being more open to actually going to that date and seeing how they are one-on-one instead of in a whole setting.
yeah,
Yeah, that's what I'm
be a good
working
idea.
on.
Haley,
Um,
I hope Justin's not watching right now.
I don't know if he is.
Yeah.
We'll send him a link later.
He'd agree either way. Definitely talking about my emotions. Not an emotional talker.
Does
So-
Justin get frustrated with you
Oh,
on
yes,
this? Yeah.
definitely causes a lot of issues in our relationship.
Okay.
Because I don't like to talk about feelings and emotions, or how, like, if I'm having a bad day, I won't like speak about it. I'll just be like, "Fuck you!" Like, fucking hate you. Like, you're so annoying.
You find yourself to care to progress with this?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
of course. I mean, I've like definitely, you know, realized it, you know, going therapy, all that kind of stuff. I'm just not like an emotional person.
You talk to someone?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, we
Nothing wrong
both
with that.
we both do. But it's just definitely, I think it's gotten worse as I've gotten older. And it's not even just with him, it's with everyone.
Gotcha.
I don't like emotional things. I'm like, ew. Like even movies where like
It hurts.
everything's like, you know, like the girl, like love stories and stuff. I'm like watching it. I'm like, ugh, that's fucking disgusting. Like, ew. And people are like, what? That's so beautiful. And I'm like, oh, yeah, it is beautiful, huh? Like,
Mr.
okay.
Platinum,
The movie was The Smurfs, but
Not the
I
no.
thought it was
answer this question
Yeah.
not in a joking way.
Yeah, no, I
Tell
actually,
me
I
what
actually
you
have your answer.
what you need to work on.
No, I actually have your answer.
Right.
Codependency.
Okay.
So for me, so you know, I go to therapy. I've actually been in therapy since my divorce, and for me, it's like how just to be the best version, best person. For me, I grew up in a picture perfect nuclear home. You know, mom and dad absolutely love each other, best friends with each other. You know, and that's what I always wanted. Still do. Hopeful that I'll have that again. Thought I had it again. But so at this point, I feel like when I meet someone, I'm like, I'm all in. You know, but that's how I am too as an entrepreneur. I have an idea, I'm all in. If it don't work, don't work. So for me, codependency.
Amanda?
So I'm like, I was in the bathroom for the question, but I'm pretty
Oh.
sure I know what the question is.
Something that you feel like you need to work on
Okay.
with dating
I thought so.
and what you struggle with.
I think my issue was kind of going off of that. Like I had like picture perfect parents. They're still in love. I love and worship their relationship. But I feel like I want that so bad that I will overlook atrocities.
Right.
And I'll just keep forgiving and forgiving to maybe be like, well, if I keep forgiving these things, maybe one day they'll be like, okay, maybe I should stop cheating on her, doing this because she keeps forgiving me. She must really love me and must really want something to work out with me. And she sees value in me. But it's like, no, I feel like I need to value myself more and be like, no, this is unacceptable. Like, I can't keep forgiving you after all of these horrible things you did. So that's why I feel like right now I'm just definitely taking some time for myself and just trying to better myself and build something that I'm proud of.
Feeding off that, I've always known I have to work on self-love because I always was a people pleaser and I knew it. I always put people over myself. I was way too nice. I was maybe way too easy. And now I'm actually giving myself some good time to actually being by myself, grooming myself, treating myself. It's nice to have people here and there, but I really actually, it's not that I don't care, but yeah, I'm putting myself first and living, actually seeing really more what I want, what makes me feel good. And if something's not worth my time, I mean, I'm just like living my own life. If something comes, something comes.
Start back over here. Again, we're doing drive-through. kiss on a first date and sex on a first date. Okay, so both you're open to it, or one or the other. Actually, well, if you're gonna have sex, I mean, well, hopefully you're kissing, but so let me know what you think about on a first date. Are you open to kissing? Open to kissing, open to sex,
Third date, but
or you need to wait a little bit.
Um,
And we're going really fast with this.
okay,
so
first
tell me.
date. Hey. Hey now. First date. The last first date was so cute because he's like, "Can I kiss you?" I was like, "I want you to do more than just kiss me." But I'm like, "Yeah, kiss me." But that was cute. Sex, no.
Okay.
Sex complicates it.
We got to wait for that.
No, second date.
Oh, kiss first date, sure.
Sex first date.
Absolutely the fuck not.
Okay.
You don't fucking test drive a car before you buy it? Yeah.
That's the problem.
No, it ain't. Because, the wheels fall off.
That's how you
Justin, when's your
become
next show?
codependent.
Yeah.
Yeah,
tonight.
The same
No,
chemical in the
no,
burger.
I'm all for kissing. You have to
Sex.
kiss on the first date.
You gotta see
If I don't, yeah, you got to feel there's a spark, and even if there's not a spark, but you got to feel like if even if you kiss a person, it has to align. You know what I mean? You got to have that perfect lip to tongue ratio.
Sure.
Like
So
we had earlier.
are you open to
Yeah.
having sex on a first date?
No, you, but yeah, but 100%. You got yes. I mean, here's the thing: if I don't kiss someone on the first date, it ain't gonna be a second.
Yeah.
Period. If we don't fuck, fine.
Oh.
No, I said fine. No, we can.
You said
No, we can. Let's. Yeah, yeah, it's like all right. Yeah. I mean, look. If a guy, and I say this in my comedy routine, which is true. If a guy takes you to dinner and he doesn't pay for dinner, that's a what? Red flag?
No.
Yeah.
Yes. But if you don't
Red
go home with me
flag.
after dinner, guys, that's what? A red flag. Okay, there you go.
Okay.
But yes, so absolutely.
I'm not paying for shit.
I'm just really, no, I won't tease
Amanda.
Quick side note: I believe whoever asked the person on a date should pay.
No.
If it's a mutual decision, then y'all split it.
This is something I was going to get to later.
A boy and a man.
Continue the drive-through. Stay focused.
Kiss
Stay
him.
focused.
Kiss on the first date, absolutely, just to see if there's something there. I don't know if I want to go in a second. We'll see.
Right.
Sex, absolutely not. Completely
Okay.
off the table.
Jenny?
Well,
Jenny, keep it simple.
Well, I'm not an initiator, but if I don't get a kiss, then I feel
You're
like
done.
it was a bad date.
You're done.
So I feel like I wish there was more, and then
Okay.
I don't feel like I need to put in more effort. But if there's like sex, it's like sleazy. So
Okay.
no.
Really?
Jenny, would you pay for a man on a first date? Yes or no?
Mostly no.
Okay.
But
Mostly.
but the part of how she said of who asked,
split it.
So if you ask
I'd be
them
iffy
out,
about it.
if you
I'd
ask
be
them out,
iffy
would
about
you,
it.
would you pay?
Also no. Mostly no.
Okay. All right. So the man needs to pay.
No.
First
Mostly
date.
man pays, but I was also that person before that if I got at a bar and put in and open a tab, I'd be like, yeah, get him a drink and put it on my
Jenny's not
tab.
paying for like 2 months out. Amanda.
I say, yeah, like if it's like a mutual, like we both want to go out, then we'll split it. Or like I'll get drinks here, you get drinks here, vice versa. It's kind of more even. But if you ask me, I put on my makeup and I paid to Uber there. Yes, I do expect you to pay.
I know you're paying for a first date.
I won't let a woman touch a car door.
Not for a
I
while.
love that.
No.
You hear that, boys? You
No,
don't
no.
touch the car door.
No.
You don't touch the car door.
Not
If
for
there's
no,
a
no,
puddle,
not
let's
for the
put your
entire relationship.
jacket
No, not for
on
the
the
entire.
freaking
And I'm not gonna have you
gravel.
Uber pick you up. You know what I mean? And I refuse to let a woman pay on a first date. Period.
Okay.
I do think that. Well, I've paid for first dates in the past.
Who paid for the first date, Justin or you?
Oh, Justin for sure.
And then when did you start paying for a date?
This year.
This year. And you've been together for 4 years, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
February.
But
Okay.
our finances are conjoined now, so it's different.
Wow.
But no, I do think that a man should pay on a first date. When I was dating in the past, I would always offer to pay and be like, no, I got it. Because I didn't feel like worthy enough or something. Like I was like, oh no, like he might not really like me. Like I should just pay. But like now I'm like, I kind of want you to pay for the first date. If we do more things after, like then I'll kind of feel bad and I'll be like, oh, let me get this one, whatever. But like first initial date, like, yeah, you should.
You guys don't share a bank account right now? 4 years?
No, we have a shared one and separate
gotcha.
ones.
Wow.
Cool. Anya,
It's a no.
that's a no.
It's what Justin
It's a hard
said.
no.
It's a hard no.
Gotcha.
And
When will you start paying for a date?
Never.
With him? Never.
never.
Ever. Like
No.
a year out, 2 years out.
No, I'll do some other
Okay.
stuff.
Other things, cool.
Yeah, other
Yes.
things.
Gotcha.
Yes.
This is what you believe a man should
That's
always
more
be
how
doing.
my dad always did for my
Okay.
mom, and that's how my brothers treat
Gotcha.
their wives, and it's just a thing, you know.
That's
And-
Coco.
Dude, come on, man.
Again,
Just chug it.
if it's like an activity, like hey, let's go, you know, for someone's birthday or something fun out of the blue, yeah. I'm more
Gotcha. Chloe.
happy. Yeah.
Hell no, I'm not paying for the first, second, third.
Okay.
Nope. No.
At some point, will you be willing to or no?
Here's my thing: is that if we're building together, I know there's someone I'm not gonna build with. I'm not about to build. Like I've heard that. I'm like, all right, girl, calm down, calm out day. But as far as those first couple dates, right? I'm not, because we're getting to know each other. But if I'm with you, like if we're like gonna be engaged, if we're like seeing each other for months, I am gonna attribute whatever it may be, but it might not be. It depends. But typically, no, I go for an older individual that's like, no, don't do that. And I'm like, yes, I like that.
Gotta
Gotcha.
be a gentleman.
Ladies,
Yeah.
are you on this Facebook page?
Not on
You
Facebook
did.
after the last
the
one.
same guy Facebook page. Are you on that?
Yeah.
You are you?
Yes, and I put
yeah.
my
Are you?
cheating ex
Can I
on
speak on
blast.
this?
Yeah.
Well, just tell me right now,
And
yes or no,
I
really
hate
quick.
looking
Are you
at
on the
it.
same
I'm not
guy's
on it,
Facebook
but I-
page?
hate
You're not?
looking
No
at it.
Facebook.
But I,
Okay, so you 3
I'm not
go
on
ahead,
it.
Anya.
But I
hate
want to
looking
talk
If
about
you
Yes.
cheat, wear your crown
Go
with
ahead,
Bride
Anya.
King.
We're in drive-through mode
I
right
want
now.
to talk about this.
I just want to know if I'm on there.
because
I'll look up for you.
I met these girls out, and this one girl added me to it. I was on there for like 4 days, just reading through stuff, and this group is very toxic.
Some girls are
Very
Like,
toxic. And if I
horrid.
was a guy that's in and I left, I was like, I don't want this energy. This
Yeah.
is so bad. And my friend made a comment. Just wait until someone sues, because it's you bashing on someone's character. Just because he didn't like you doesn't mean he's not gonna
Yeah.
like someone else.
My boys out there, be careful. You may be on this
And
Facebook page. Justin may
I
be
left
on this page.
because I was
Oh,
like,
God.
whoa. So I just like read a few comments, like,
Yeah.
and then I was like, okay, I'm leaving.
Right.
because This is like
Justin,
very,
did you hear
very
about this or
private.
no?
Yeah.
Simple
course.
yes or no?
Yeah.
You knew about it?
everyone knows.
Wait, so
about
okay, so you 3 are on this page.
Yep.
And so like what are you seeing right now? Like how does this
I-
explain how it works to
I
to
honestly
our
hate
viewers?
looking at it because so many times I know the people and there were like
So women are just
two
posting pictures and saying this
of the
guy is
people.
I don't
Honestly,
look at it. I just went on,
oh,
posted my ex,
It's like the
and was
first
like,
thing on it.
you know, you
Right.
want to cheat? Wear your crown with pride,
Love
King. Like
that.
everyone should know that this is what you do. And I
Okay,
just want
wow.
to warn all the other girls, like, don't get super invested like I did.
so
But I
before
don't
you,
go through. I don't search guys on there.
So yeah, before you're going on a date with someone,
No.
I mean your relationship before you're going on a date with someone, will you look at it? Okay, gotcha.
Oh, I
well,
vetted.
no,
I vetted
I
the
try
last
not
guy.
to.
I background checked his ass. I was like, let me
Yeah, just
double check.
you know,
Like the
you know what's
thing
better?
is,
I
It's
did.
always on my news feed,
You-
and I randomly see people, and like there were 2 instances where I defended the people because I actually know a lot of these guys, and there were 2 times where it was like a good friend of mine. And I'm like, okay, maybe you guys had a bad date, maybe this happened. But
Yeah.
I was standing up for his character, and I'm just like, yeah, but he's a good guy. And I felt like I was trashed from this girl. I was just like,
Yep.
girl,
Listen, just
I get you take it personally, but like I was just saying he's a good person.
Jenny, I haven't seen this Facebook page because I got rid of Facebook
I'm
a while ago,
sorry.
but will you send it to me when we're done here? Yeah.
I feel like I'll be kicked out, and honestly,
You
Oh,
can't
really?
send
They're
it to
really
guys.
strict. No, they're
guys
really
allowed.
strict.
Yeah, but hold
Like,
on,
once
they're-
you-
Well,
here's
for good-
what
for good
happens.
intentions.
Yeah, but here's what happens.
No.
All the Facebook magic goes away. It's
No,
a free
Hey, it's for good
downloadable app.
intentions, a good
It's
purpose
really
for future
bullshit.
lives. I need to know what's going
No,
on.
I'll be
point.
honest.
It's
It's
garbage.
like
It's
real.
someone
garbage.
sent
It
me,
is
someone
garbage.
sent me
It's
an
a free
article. A
downloadable
guy
app.
actually sued.
Ooh, a guy who sued multiple girls, like 70 some
Good
girls,
for him.
because they trashed his character.
but now he's
Next thing you know, he alerted himself and he was charged for other offenses. I
Yep.
saw that article. I was like, well,
But there was
obviously he had
multiple- There was
something.
multiple
All right,
guys
ladies,
and I-
we're
we're
there was
going to continue this on the next
multiple
live.
pages.
But so
Oh my
I have
goodness.
one big thing I want to hit on. So with approach anxiety right now, just so you ladies know, when it comes to like men, a lot of men communicate, and again, just kind of rehashing. I have a men's dating coach since March of last year, right? So there's a lot of men that I've met through his program, and then just a lot of things I've learned and things I'm aware of, plus all the guy friends that I have. So many men don't approach women because they give this like in public sober status, not in a bar, not a club when there's alcohol involved. They have the fuck off sign on the forehead and it's close off body language, right? So majority, like a lot of men in general, don't approach because of this. I'm gonna go around the room and really quick, like what you think about that. Yeah.
What specifically do I like? I don't
So
know, like what?
so
like, oh my God.
yeah. Sorry.
Talk
So
to me like I'm 4. Okay.
yeah, when you're in public, and obviously being single, do you recognize your body language and
Am I like,
facial
neener,
and
neener, neener,
your
I'm
body language and
single?
facial expressions? You know what I mean? Because you want to try and go on dates. Ladies, you want to try and go on dates with men. So are you self-aware of your body language and your facial expressions? Because men are closed off to approaching because women look the way they look. And I'm not saying that men don't have, this like negative look. And it doesn't mean that a woman or anyone's like a negative person, right? Because what I've learned is like once I break the ice and I approach someone, like their look that they had, it's not there anymore. So
I think, okay, so if I'm at Maple and Ash and I'm like talking and I'm doing business, I'm no nonsense. There's no way you're going to, unless you're like slow, don't talk to me. Like when I'm figuring out like work stuff. But like if I'm like Cleopatra, right? I've had like a drink and I'm like, oh my God, look at the world. It's so great. Yeah, I'm inviting you. My heart is open. But like if I'm like in work mode, if I'm in like creative mode, like I think there's different things. And I do know when I am more open and yeah.
okay. Not in a bar or club environment. Would you approach a man in public, sober status?
Yeah, I would.
On the
But
sidewalk, grocery store, anywhere.
recently, no.
You
But
would?
I would
Okay.
if I felt the
Gotcha.
need.
So Anya, tell me about, you can respond on this, and I want to know at the end, would you approach a man in public?
If I found him attractive and if I liked his energy, yeah.
Have you before?
Yeah.
Okay. And what, like, yourself, so you pay attention to your body language and facial expressions when you're in public, sober status? Like
Yeah, I mean, I need to work on my face expression because when my friend told me, "Oh my God, your face, your face," she's like, "Whoa," and I was like, "Yeah." Like
what they
it's-
said, like, why do you look so mean?
No. Like my friend told me one thing one time, and I was like, he's like, "Oh, what was that? That's why your face expression was
Okay.
like that." I'm like, "Really? You could tell?" And he's like, "Yeah." So I know I need to work on.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Haley, I know you're in a relationship, but before you're in a relationship, or
I mean, even while I'm in a relationship, I feel like people still approach. I don't feel like I look unapproachable. at
would
all.
you ever approach a man before your
Oh.
boyfriend?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And then before having a boyfriend, like, you feel like you were self-observant of your body language and facial expression, like, like, do you think you seem like closed off? Did you feel like you're unapproachable, or did you feel you're approachable?
No, I feel like I'm very approachable, and I still like, even like at the gas station, especially the fucking gas station, dude. It's always the gas station.
That's where they hit on you?
Yes, the gas station.
I just
But
told you to put 20
other
on.
other places too.
15.
When you say no to everybody.
Other places too, but mainly I don't know why. Like it's always the gas station is like the most common place. But I feel like I still do get like approached often, and I don't know like if that's just because I'm always in La La Land, like da-da, like hey, like I'm always smiling and just like waving. But like I don't know. I feel like people are always approaching me, and I'm like, oh no, I'm taking no. Like, I don't know.
Amanda,
What am I, job lower?
You don't get to say you're a guy.
I'm gonna come back to you. Focus on the ladies right now.
Yeah, I feel like I need to get better at approaching guys. I feel like at my job being a bartender, a lot of guys approach me.
Yep.
I have learned, do not give your number out at work. It is never good. It's never cute.
You told me you're over that.
I'm so over that.
Yep.
It's disgusting. I'll give a guy my number and then like 10 minutes later he comes up with another girl and I'm like, there's 4 stories of bars. Can you maybe go to another person for a drink right now with this girl? You just got my number. So, or I get the when are you off text and it's like 5 a.m. So no.
When's the last time you approached a man in public, sober status?
Oh,
If ever.
God. Yeah, it's definitely happened, but
In a while.
not.
You just got out of something.
Yeah, that's been a
Okay.
very
Are you
long
open
time.
to approaching a man?
Yeah, no, if someone came up to me, you know, I would be down to have a conversation.
No, you initiating. You approaching
I
a man
initiate
straight
it?
up like sober status on the
Oh,
sidewalk,
yeah.
grocery store.
No, I think I would
Yeah.
do that.
Okay.
But if someone approaches me, my issue is they need to understand if I say no. I'll be nice, we can talk. But if you ask me for my number and I'm not interested and I say no, you just have
Yep.
to respect that. And I feel like guys don't.
Gotcha. Jenny, have you ever approached a man?
Did I ever have to?
Have
I
you-
mean, that's a good question.
Would you be willing to approach a man?
I mean, I would.
Sober status.
So I'm very full on authentic. I'll talk to anyone, any stranger. I'm great
Okay.
at that. But if it's specifically,
We all believe you.
Right, you do. No, I talk to strangers all the time. It's great. I work in promos. I meet like hundreds of people every
Gotcha.
day.
Do you feel like you are approachable? That you have positive body language and
Do
positive
you
facial
not think
expression?
I don't?
I'm-
I think
Jenny-
you do. You walked in and I was like, I,
walked
love you.
into these
I
girls
was like,
are my
I
new best
love
friends. What are you talking about? So yeah, I'm like that kind of
Okay.
person where I want everyone to just love me, but I won't go up to anyone with intention of anything. Like you be my be my best friend, girlfriend. But like we'll go out, we'll do this, we'll do that. I'm never like an initiator because in my head I always got so much going on. So usually my face will read everything you gotta know.
Okay.
So
It
If
seems like
you're-
you're approachable
yeah, I mean
when sober or under the influence. Justin,
always.
we're gonna close this topic out right here. So when's the last time you approached a woman in public, sober status?
I don't know. 6 hours ago? No, seriously. Like, I mean,
Before the seltzer?
no. When was the last time I approached someone? Is it last week?
Do you, so especially like for men, so do you have the confidence to approach women in public?
Of course. Absolutely.
Not in a bar or club.
Right. The grocery
Okay.
store.
How could you not?
Yeah.
Look at him.
Yeah.
Thank you. No, absolutely.
Yeah.
Don't
And I,
mind.
and I know a woman approach you.
They do.
Maybe not the Baywatch babes anymore, but
They do.
so yeah.
And to be honest with you, those are the kind I like. Because it shows they have confidence.
You don't need to be Big Tits McGee to have
Exactly.
confidence.
Yep.
Approaching.
All right, y'all. So there's so much more that I want to cover, and I've asked for extended time, but I got denied. So we're gonna wrap this up. Right now, we're gonna transition to and my boys Tom and Colton, Chicago Podcast Studio. If you can give me an extra 5 minutes, I'll pay you $50 for it. But so right now, you know, there's so much more for us to experience with each other. And viewers, thank you for tuning in. It's time to play Shoot Your Shot. So, you know, we know as much as we know right now about each other. But Justin, if you have an opportunity to shoot your shot with any one of these ladies that are single, Haley's off limits, who would you be interested in taking a date on?
Here's the thing. To be honest with you, I would say, why don't we all just go back to my place and we'll figure that out.
In Northbrook?
I have a car. No, Haley's like, let's grab Justin.
Justin, this wasn't
I'm only kidding. I'm only
not a group
teasing.
setting,
No,
Justin. You got to pick one or none.
No. I'll be honest
And
with
it's
you.
okay if none of them are your type.
I'll be honest with you. It's not. It's just I kind of keep my shit low key about that stuff. So.
Okay, gotcha. Very discreet. Ladies, we'll start with Chloe over here and go this way. You know, do you want to shoot your shot? You know, with anyone in the room? These three, unfortunately, are married in some way. So, and you know, if no one's here for you, it's all good. But this is shoot your shot time. And
Thank you. I appreciate for me shooting my shot, giving me the opportunity to shoot my shot. Sorry.
No offense to Justin and I. No.
I mean, I was gonna say who
I'm just so happy to be asked that, you know.
Yes, this is your opportunity. Do you need a shot?
I've been a good girl. Fuck it, give me a shot. Might as well.
Please tell me you're a lesbian.
I am.
Oh,
So there's only two men. There's only two men here, and just because I'm the host, you know.
So,
Thank you, Isaac.
My
Thank
smile
you so
really is
much.
permanent, though.
All right, quick answer. Drive through.
What?
You want to take the shot first? Go. Take the
Well,
shot.
you're so bossy, okay?
Well, I'm on
You're
a time
like,
crunch
do
right now.
this.
it's pretty much like,
Oh.
It's not good.
Ooh.
terrible.
So good once it is.
What, I would take Jenny out.
No lie, that's what I was gonna ask. So that's my shoot my
So-
shot. We're going girls' night.
Or we can go out.
So we're going.
Okay, wait, really quick. Have you ever,
Sorry,
have you
sorry,
ever,
Jenny.
have you ever been in a
This
relationship?
doesn't work out.
Have you ever been in a relationship with a woman? Yes or no?
Long,
Yes or no?
long time ago, yes.
Yes?
Hello.
Have you been in a relationship?
Why are you
with a
gonna
woman?
look at me like
I
that?
mean, I've hooked up, but no.
Okay,
like,
so wait,
look,
so
no.
this is-
What?
No, I'm
Hey!
straight, but we're girlfriends.
So we're making this
all right?
official. So, you know, exiting out of here, we're gonna make sure that you exchange phone numbers.
I have not said that.
Okay, so you're going on a date. Ina, shoot your shot. If you want to shoot your shot.
I'm not paying Jenny, okay?
Split bill, girl.
No.
Actual date.
Sorry.
Actually,
Everyone's nice
sometimes,
here. We could be
depending.
friends, but I'm not shooting.
Okay.
No shots.
There you go.
Amanda?
I think we should all be friends.
I love that.
Okay.
However,
gotcha.
what you doing later,
my
girl?
viewers, if you like to shoot your shot with one of these ladies, or any ladies out there with Justin or myself, this is the time to do super chat. While you're thinking about shooting your shot, we're gonna wrap this up. And let's see here. What do I want to cover? Sorry, guys. Okay, so I wanna bring up that the next live date to be TBD will be a podcast about it'll be a live podcast singles matchmaking show, which has never been done before in Chicago on a live podcast. A chance for 10 lucky men, 10 lucky women to love in one night. It will happen in this studio. If you live in Chicago and are interested in this opportunity, you can send me a message on Instagram. That's where this whole process will start, and a date will be determined in the next week for a date in March or April. Really quick, go around the room. Final thoughts, Jenny. Final thoughts about your experience here. One word, Jenny.
One word. Pressure.
One word.
You should, this whole time he says here.
You enjoyed yourself. I think you did enjoyed yourself. Yes.
Love, always, yes.
What'd you learn from this? One thing.
Nothing.
There you go. One word.
I guess I'm not doing more lives.
One word.
Amanda.
Made a bunch of friends, had some fun, got some drinks, had to pee twice.
What'd you learn?
Go. Nothing. Have a great fucking night, everyone. Thank you, Chicago.
Justin.
What's up?
What'd you learn from this?
Have I learned?
Final thoughts, Justin. Make it a short joke.
Final thoughts. Podcasting is the way to go.
Okay.
I'll clap.
Miss Haley.
Gold claps all around.
Final thoughts. Social media and dating apps suck, and you guys should go out and meet people in real life.
Yes. Naturally approach in public.
That was the point of this.
You should do more of these.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
I
coming.
think they're great because everyone has a different perspective and it's good to hear.
I may just invite you guys back to finish everything else I needed to cover. May have to do a 4 or 5 hour session. Chloe.
I think I learned I should have probably drank at the beginning of this. So
Possible cute, and I love you so much.
Chloe, you were offered.
yeah, I was offered.
I actually gave her a shot glass with tahini and Sprite in it,
She said
and
no,
she even refused
she
that.
should have said yes.
Yes.
Next time.
Well, so all right. Thank you for this wonderful panel.
Thank you, Scott.
You guys were amazing.
for having us.
Only my dad calls me Scott. He just, he's known me for so long. He can't call me Scotty. But but yes.
No.
You had 2 kids.
So I just want to thank all of you. I want to thank all of you on the panel. I want to thank Tom and Colton with Chicago Podcast Studio. Isaac, who is part of the Scotty Rose TV team, as his photography and videography skills has been amazing. We have an upcoming video, "Will You Accept This Rose?" that should be coming out tomorrow. Finally, a lot of people have been bugging me about it. It's been, editing is a bitch. I mean, we've already said the F word here. So thank you, viewers, for watching. Comment on the live chat. For anyone that did super chats, nope, no super chats. But my boy Pat, thank you for all your communication. Pat says Scotty Rose has 0% approach anxiety. He does know me very well. Pat and I met through Trip Kramer with Trip Advice. Love you, buddy. Tom and Colton, you know him. But yeah, guys, comment below on today's video. If you loved not only me, but the panel and just what this is all about, then subscribe. Please don't subscribe if you didn't love this. So, and yeah, we'll see you guys next time. Everyone wave to the camera around you.
Good night, Chicago.
Later. We're going out to party.
Oh, no.